Good morning, everybody. How you doing? It's Uncle Bruce here from Creston, British Columbia, trying to recover from last night's show. How you doing? Welcome one, welcome all. Tony, wherever you are, we're thinking of you. We're supporting you. We're with you all the way. You will be here. You will make it here one day. There is no doubt about it. I have every faith, every confidence. Morning, everybody. Are you doing okay this morning? Welcome to Hump Day. I guess it's Wednesday, the middle of the week. What is happening today? We're going to follow a number of different trends and stories. We're looking at a bit of a positive opening, ever so slightly positive. We got the Dow up 16 points in the pre-market. We have S&P up 345, and we have NASDAQ up 42 points. So 3.5 points for S&P, 42 points out for NASDAQ, 17 points for the Dow in the pre-market with about 58 minutes to go before the opening. So that's a better trend. Oil up 94 cents to 61.12. There's the reports that there's a bit of a drawdown on U.S. supplies. Don't fall for it. There is more oil sloshing around America and the rest of the world than we could possibly use. There is so much oil ready at a moment's notice to come to market. Producers out there would just love to deliver oil to refineries if refineries could accept it all. Right now, refineries are drowning in oil. They really are. And pipelines are chock full. Oil fields are restricted on how much they can produce in certain areas. And a lot of oil is shut in. It's basically where wells have been shut down and they're not producing because there's nowhere to send it. There is more oil out there than we can use in the planet. So if someone's trying to sell you a bill of goods that, oh, we're going into an oil shortage, think again. There is no oil shortage going on. Just pardon me while I clean my glasses here, folks. There's no oil shortage. Thank you, everybody, oh, there you are. Oh, hi. Thank you for popping in and seeing me this morning. Nice to have you here. GameStop is up $4.91 in the pre-market, but don't get too excited because you know what's going to happen when we open up the market. Is some hedge fund somewhere is going to try to grind this market lower. Don't you think? Isn't this what we've seen for the last week, 7 trading days, week and a half? Some hedge fund guys are out there with a bunch of sell orders ready to go upon the opening of the market. And within 5 to 10 minutes of the Dow opening up, what are they going to do? They're going to try to crap the market down to 125 a share, 121 a share, 119 a share, give it the ugliest print of all time, and try to grind every shareholder down to submission. Unless, of course, those of you out there who have been picking the dips lately recognize that yeah, that's what they're going to try and do, but they're going to have to they have to sell me stock first because I want more cheap stock on GameStop. After all, the company did announce last night after the close, right after the bell, they made an announcement. They have called in all their debt. They have redeemed their notes, 217 million or something like that, or 271, something like that. So under $300 million. They've called in all their notes, all their debt that they're paying 10% interest on. They're paying it off at the end of this month, early. It's like 2 years early, which removes all debt from the company's books and puts the company in a pure cash-only position. It also removes all caveats against GameStop for any other business they want to do. So if they want to declare a dividend, they want to declare do a stock acquisition, they want to do a stock sale, they want to do any other kind of a bond issue, they want to do any kind of a merger, they want to do any other business. Pretty well, they're shackled. They've been let go. So starting May 1, this company is free to go about its affairs. You're free to move about the country. How about that? That was easy. And so the company will be a much freer company. A new CEO coming in will have a clean slate of a balance sheet. A company that's making money right now. Company that's transitioning to e-commerce. A chairman of the board on June the 9th who is totally committed to a complete turnover of this corporation, which is well underway. 5 other board members, at least, well, 4 out of the 5 others who will be completely on board. It's all good. This is all good stuff. But those of you out there who are fans of GameStop, especially those Reddit people, I'm talking to you Wall Street Bets people, and I'm talking to you Reddit people out there. How you guys doing? It's Uncle Bruce here. Important safety tip for you guys. You Reddit people and Wall Street Bets people and GameStop on Reddit people and followers of my channel and followers of all the other channels out there and followers of all kinds of gurus and financial forecasters and prognosticators and everything else. Here's the bottom line, all right? I told this market, I told the show yesterday, and I'm telling you this morning, all you need, there's got to be 30 or 40 million of you out there, at least, of which 1,659 are here right now. So I'm talking a vast majority of you. 20 million of you try to buy 10 shares each. 20 million people try to buy 10 shares each of GameStop over the next month. These shares will be $2,000 a piece. Why? Because 200 million shares of interest in the company, pure buying interest, people who want to buy the stock and hold it, will put such a strain on the stock of GameStop that every brokerage house across the entire brokerage community that has any failure to deliver outstanding issues with regard to GameStop, or any of their clients who are short stock, who are assisting hedge funds in artificially shorting or knowingly or unknowingly, if their books don't balance out with respect to how many shares are really out there, 70 million, versus how many shares are actually trading out there, over 200 million, you will have a squeeze on GameStop, the likes of which no stock has ever had before. 10 shares of buying from 20 million people will create a 200 million share demand for stock that is not there. It cannot be there at 146.73 a share. That's where we are right now. We're up 574 right now. These shares will immediately run into the 500-600 neighborhood. That won't even be a problem. That will be just a little blip. But at that level, anyone who short this stuff, and there are people out there, and there are entities and there are institutions out there that are short a lot of GameStop. They are short from the options market. They're short from failure to deliver. They're short from declared shorts. These folks are going to run into a $50 to $80 billion headache, cash that they're going to need to come up with, or stock they need to buy back, which will cost them that much cash to get back. That right there will now cause a second wave of buying on top of the first wave that will still be coming in, because of course you get people who start buying up the stock, which creates momentum of other people who are going to want to get in on the party. They're not Wall Street followers. They're not Wall Street Bets followers. They're not Reddit followers. They're not following me. They're just watching the market, watching the ticker. They're going to want in on the momentum because they see momentum picking up on the stock. That'll add to the hype. You've got the shorters who are going to be bought in by the brokers if they don't buy themselves in, and they should be buying themselves in right now if I were you. And then the third thing beyond that is a whole bunch of hedge funds over here who don't have any short positions on GameStop, never would have a short position on GameStop. They're opportunists, and there are trillions of dollars waiting over here looking for the next opportunity to make money. And they get the sense that, oh my gosh, the entire army of Reddit, Wall Street Bets, and all these other folks are buying into this stock in small retail amounts, which means you can't shake them out easily. These guys are putting money into the stock they can afford to lose. And that's the thing. People can afford 5 or 10 or 20 shares of GameStop. They can afford to lose $700. They can afford to lose $1,400. It won't kill them. It won't put their house in foreclosure. It won't put their business in bankruptcy. People can buy this stock and go, I could lose half my money on this and it won't bother me a bit. But if it goes up tenfold to 1,400, I'm a happy guy, happy girl. This is where these opportunists come into this market and they get in. And now what happens is those who are short, who are trying to legitimately get out from underneath a short obligation, can't easily get the stock at any one particular price. They have to keep chasing it all the time. They have to keep upping their bid to get it. And they're up against millions of small buyers who are picking away like ants at a cake at the picnic, just taking pieces away and taking it away, and it's never coming back. It's never coming back. These buyers would be in such trouble that the shares could move up 100 a day for 20 days in a row, 20 trading days. Shares could be 2,400 a share, a month from now. And now you've got a multi $100 billion problem. You may have a $200 to $300 billion problem. Not you. You who are long have no trouble. You've just had a bunch of wealth transferred to you. We talked about this, and we saw this for the first time in January and February, where there was actually talk in the media about how the little guy was inheriting and getting a whole bunch of wealth from the big players who were trying to crush the company for the last 5 years at $5 a share with 70 million shares short. All these billions of dollars that were lost by these hedge fund players and shorters was transferred to small retail investors and other hedge funds and whoever else. Some made hundreds of millions, but a lot of you out there made tens of thousands of dollars on a stock you never thought you'd make that kind of money on. That could be even larger this time around. That's kind of what I'm getting at. At 146.40 right now, this stock could be at 1/10 of where it could actually be very shortly from now, like within a month and a half. It could be. I'm not saying it will be. I'm saying it could be. It's up to you folks to just buy 10 shares each. Just 20 million of you buy 10 shares each, or 5 shares, or 25 shares. It averages out. 200 million shares of buying, that's pure buying, that wants to buy this stock. You're not going to get it at 146 a share. By the time you guys are done buying it, it'll be well over 600-800. The momentum behind it will take it to 1,000 to 1,200. The short sellers will take it to 1,500-1,700. The opportunists will take it beyond there. There'll be splits offered by the company. The company will issue stock from its treasury on the way up and bring in billions of dollars into its treasury. And when the dust settles down and we clear it all out and we look around, where are we at? We're trading at 2,400 a share. There's 20 billion cash in the company. The stock's going to be traded, split 10 for 1. And the company is now looking to acquire other companies because they have all this money and they have all this. They have a new CEO. They've got a new board of directors. They've got an energized shareholder base. This company is a whole different entity. Oh, and a bunch of hedge funds have just been wiped out with billions and billions and billions, tens and if not hundreds of billions of losses. And so a lot of the viewers of this show will be saying to me, thank God you did that. Thank you for mentioning that, when it was 146.50, because I bought in on this thing and I got some more. I've just paid off my student loan, or I've helped my child pay off. I got 3 kids. They each have student loans. I've just helped them all pay that off, or the mortgage is gone, or car loan, credit card, student loans, all gone. Cost of living down, $1,000 a month lower. Thank you very much. You've changed my life. And that's what's available to you. If you all just kind of get together, kind of like say, hey, listen, I'm going to buy 10 shares. I'll buy 10. I'll tell 10 people. I'll go to Wall Street Bets and I'll post something in there saying, watching Uncle Bruce the other day, and I think we should each buy 10 shares of this stuff and just put the squeeze to these guys, because every morning when Bruce starts his show, he talks about what happens on the pre-market with GameStop for the last week and a half. And every day, Bruce talks about how, look, it's not looking too bad on the pre-market. It hasn't traded very much, 115,000 shares. But that in itself is kind of interesting in that the stock is up $5 a share with only 115,000 shares traded in the pre-market. Well, that's pretty good. Oh, and the company came up with some good news lately. Like he came up with good news like Ryan Cohen is taking over becoming the chairman of the board. The company came out with a new CEO search. They brought in a new COO already. They brought in new people. They're stealing employees from all over the place. They're attracting talent to convert this company. Oh, and by the way, a couple of weeks ago, Bruce was talking about something as obscure as the sales are up in the first quarter. The numbers for February were up 5.5% from February a year ago, when there was no COVID closures yet. The stores hadn't closed in February a year ago. And even though there are 12% fewer stores, sales were up for the corporation as a whole. Like, hello? And then in March, up 18% in business from the year earlier, because last year they were starting to close stores. This year the stores are open, but there are fewer stores, and yet sales are way up. And so the company's sales are way up. They're making money. They're earning money. They have so much cash coming in right now that they are paying off their debt early, which is what we announced last night after the bell. All this should be really good news. All right. What is CNBC talking about? What does Wall Street Journal talk about? What does Barron's talk about? What do a whole bunch of bloggers and analysts, what are they all talking about this last week and a half? Have you noticed the press? An analyst, some nobody, talked about the stock being valued at $10 a share, and it's a sell. That got national exposure, absolute national exposure about GameStop. That was, I think, on Monday. The stock took a drop on Monday. And then we're getting all kinds of articles out there about how the stock is down from its recent highs, but it's still crazy. Or if you're buying the shares, you're wearing rose-colored glasses. All of these constant negative headline stories keep coming out on GameStop again and again and again. And none of them are coming from brokerage firms. They're coming from independent writers, analysts, observers. Do you think perhaps some of these folks are being sponsored perhaps by organizations that have a vested interest in that the shares do not go up in price but go down in price? Has that occurred to a bunch of you out there? It's occurred to me. I'm looking at constant media that slams these guys. There's legitimate media that brings out they're just paid off their debt. By the end of this month, they're debt free. To me, any public company that makes an announcement that says, we've just recalled all of our outstanding debt, will be debt free by the end of the month. Any company out there that does that, in my book, the stock should be double in price the next week. This is a huge corporate move. You have to forgive me 1 second. I forgot something. Hang on. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just over here. Here. Solved it. I just need some cables. The thing about being on the air with you guys all the time is that you have to plug in computers. Otherwise, if you don't plug in computers, they tend to draw down their battery power, and then they then tend to shut off. You can't have that. The other thing is you need plugs like this for units like big ass iPads. Keep them going. So don't mind me, 4'8" Bruce here. Just don't mind me. Anyway, so I just had to, it takes me a while to walk over to the other side of the room and get my cables because I'm only 4 feet 8 inches tall, as you've been speculating. I'm back now. We're all plugged in. We will not run out of juice in about 5 minutes and go blank. Okay, so we're back in. Anyway, so what can I say? I think that I suspect, this is just Bruce suspecting, Bruce's opinion. As you know, when you're here, you're listening to what I think is going on in plain English. Accept it, reject it, it's up to you. I think that there is a continual program going on to poo-poo everything this company does. And when any other company out there would reveal to the public after the close of business that they're paying off their debt in full and that they have no outstanding debt, in the middle of a pandemic, by the way, when many other companies in the world have been borrowing money to survive, like, for example, airlines or cruise lines or movie theater chains have been borrowing billions of dollars to stay alive. Many retail chains have gone under in the last year and a half, year or so, because they couldn't make it. They couldn't make a go of it. They couldn't borrow any more money. They were so tapped out, so leveraged out that they had to shut their doors. Unlike GameStop, which has issued 0 new shares to anyone for any dollars in the last year and a bit. They only rolled over their debt last year. They reorganized it. And now they're paying it off. And so GameStop is actually cash rich, debt zero, and the stock is being poo-pooed by all kinds of, I think, paid people to slam the stock. And every morning when we open up together, you come and join me every day, watch the opening with me. We're now 49 minutes, 50, whatever it is, 59 minutes away. 49 minutes away. We watch the markets together. We see the pre-market, and we notice that, oh, well, this is looking okay. This pre-market's not so bad. Stock's at 146. It's traded 122,000 shares. It reached 148 earlier this morning. It's only been as low as 144 or something like that. It's not looking so bad. Just like yesterday morning, it was up $4 or $5, all pre-market. Only to notice within 15 minutes of the opening of the day, the shares get whacked and come down 10, 12% in seconds, where a big, huge amount of stock shows up from nowhere, and it has to be sold at whatever market bids it can find. And it's not looking very hard for market bids, believe me. It's looking for the lowest possible point it can find to drop the market dramatically, to hope to create a panic of selling so that shorters can buy back their stock at a lower price. Either that, or there are put contract speculators out there, which no one is doing anything about from what I can tell. And maybe it's not illegal. Maybe it's completely allowed, where last night in the last hour of trading, it could have been that a whole bunch of put buyers came into the Chicago Mercantile Exchange and bought put contracts against GameStop. Could have been all kinds of them who are buying out of the money put contracts at cheap prices that expire Friday, expire next Friday, expire the Friday after that, loading up on hundreds of thousands of put contracts. And now this morning, what's going to happen on the opening, as soon as the options market is open, guess what's going to happen? A whole bunch of stock is going to come in for sale, drive the market down to 125 a share, 118 a share, 116.50 a share this morning. Would you like to buy some stock at 116 a share this morning? 121, 126, 131. Would you like to get some stock at $20 less than it's trading at? Just for fun, just for kicks. Put in an order at 116.50 a share. Put in an order at 117 for whatever you want. 5 shares, 10, 100, 1,000. Just let's see if it comes to you. Because something tells me it's possible that if the same pattern happens again and again and again that we've been getting now for a week and a half with no one saying anything about it except maybe me, these shares could get whacked right off the get-go. Put contracts will surge in value because the shares are down, and these guys who are slamming this market with maybe 500,000 shares of their own stock that they've picked off. They bought it yesterday at 138 to 142. They bought all day long. They're now just going to offer a whack of stock for sale this morning, drive the market down to the point where there are hundreds of thousands of put contracts that represent millions and millions of shares. And we're talking about using 500,000 shares to drop the market, and then having 5 million shares of put contracts going way up, 10-to-1 ratio between dumping and surging. They don't mind losing millions of dollars in the stock. They are making tens of millions on the put contracts. Maybe that's what's been going on the last week and a half, but I haven't heard anyone investigate that. I haven't anyone look into it. No one's mentioning it as an anomaly in the market. No one is mentioning any unusual options activity or unusual shorting strategies or unusual trading patterns. No one's mentioning it. This will work. This will continue to work until the army of buyers out there who are fans of this company, who believe in the management of this company, who like the fact that they've just paid off all of their debt, which was 10% interest. Don't forget that. They had a 10% interest note that they have recalled, and they're paying off in full. This puts the company in a power position to do whatever they want going forward with additional debt down the line, a bond offering down the line. They are already in a position, if they want to raise $1 billion by selling up to 3.5 million shares. They're in that position now, but they haven't forced it at this point. They have more cash on hand than they owe, and yet all of this monkeying around happens every morning on the opening. It's just like a pattern. You could just about count on it. You can almost time it. I mean, just click your stopwatch to when when the contract markets, the option contract markets start to trade. As soon as that opens up in Chicago, watch this stock get whacked. Unless those of you out there who are fans are going to say, oh, no, that's not happening today. No, we're not going to allow that. We know these guys are long put contracts, big time. They bought all yesterday afternoon. They've loaded up their 5 million share, whatever the number is. It might be 4 million shares. It might be 2.5 million shares. It might be 7 million shares. I don't know how many they have. They don't call me to tell me this. I'm just asking, is this what's been going on for the last 2 weeks, week and a half, 2 weeks of trading, where a whole bunch of put contracts are picked up during the day, cheap, and the first thing in the morning, the market gets swacked by the same guys, and they're using sell orders around the world, not inside the USA. They don't want to go to jail. They don't want to get arrested by the FBI or the SEC lawyers. So they use offshore accounts with offshore brokers to dump stock in the market. Again, no one's investigating, so I don't know. Hit the thing artificially, drive it down $20 a share, watch the puts go way up, and then sell the puts, again, not from the United States, offshore, and all the dough is made in Cayman Islands, Zurich, Monte Carlo, anywhere offshore tax-free jurisdiction without reporting requirements. Just tell me where these are. All over the place, Soviet Union, Russia, I mean. Any kind of the satellite countries out there where there's just no law enforcement. Is that what's going on? Is that what we're witnessing? And every day we watch the shares come back as the day wears on. But they're slowly slumping because of this constant pressure from these professional hit squads that are going after the stock. Is that what's happening? I kind of wonder. As far as I know, in Grapevine, Texas, I think what they're doing there is correct. I think everything they're doing, every corporate move they're doing is the correct corporate move. They've cleaned house. Mr. Cohen is taking over. New executives all over the place are coming in. Old executives are going out, and it's all amicable. There's no bloodletting. It's not like you're fired, get out of here, kick you out of here, physically kick you out. No, it's all, or everyone who's leaving is leaving on good terms. They're getting their stock options, no hard feelings. Thanks for being here. Hey, you're richer. You're a lot richer now than you were a year ago. After all, a year ago, the stock was $5 a share. You're now getting out at $145 a share. Way to go. Build your life, take your career, pay off your mortgage, do whatever you got to do. It's great. But the new kids coming in, they're excited. They want in here at these prices. They want in at 145. They want to join this company right now at these prices because they know, they sense it, they can feel it, they can taste it. This stock is going to be 10 to 20 times more valuable not too long from now as they are let loose to take this company to another level. That's why they're here. Why would they join this company from Amazon? Why would you leave Chewy? Chewy just turned a profit in the last quarter. People who quit Chewy in the last 3 months to join this company, they knew when they left Chewy that they were already making a profit. They knew it. They sensed it. They saw it. They saw the activity level. They saw the orders coming in. They already knew 6 months ago, we're about to turn a profit. They knew 8 months ago, we're getting close to just about turning a profit. And they saw it. It came through, and it's still happening. Those who are working at Chewy right now, they know they're going to make an even bigger profit as each quarter goes by. They know that a year from now, the company will be far more profitable. They also have a sense that the shares they own in Chewy as employees could be worth 50% more in value a year from now. They're all there. And yet, with all that, senior people from Chewy are walking out, going right over to GameStop to join Ryan Cohen. Why would they do that? Why would you leave a juicy deal like that and come on over to a Texas-based gaming retailer that's supposed to go the way of the dodo bird and join these guys? It's not like GameStop is at $5 a share and it's going to go to $50 a share. It's $145. Where can it go? If Chewy is going to go from $85, $88 a share to $120, $130 a share in the next year, this stock has to go to at least $215, $220 to equal that. Well, why would you leave to only get the same performance? You wouldn't do that. No. You know exactly why you're coming over here. You know that this stock at 145 could well become a $2,000 to $3,000 stock. It will split, of course. It won't trade at $3,000 a share. It'll split. But the equivalency of $3,000 a share is it's in their heads, in their eyes, in their line of sight. Once they've talked to Ryan Cohen for like 5 minutes, they figured out, oh man, this thing's we're on our way. I'm joining now. If I don't join now and I wait 6 months from now, one, I might not get the offer. Two, the stock could already be at 800 a share. I've missed out on all this movement. I don't want to miss that. I want in now, and I'm coming in. And so anyone I think who's getting the call from a headhunter or through Ryan Cohen's contacts, offering them a chance to come on over to Grapevine, Texas, and join the party at GameStop. They're doing it. I don't think very many people are saying no thanks. I think I'll stay where I am. Especially Amazon people, they're walking out. Why would you walk away from the number one online retailer in the world if you're an upper echelon executive? We're not talking about people on the assembly line. We're talking about people in the C-suite, in the top corporate suite. We're talking about these kinds of folks who are leaving Amazon to join a Grapevine, Texas-based gaming company. What the heck are they telling these people to want to have them want to walk out of the number one world e-tailer? I think I have an idea. I think I've got a bit of a hunch myself. We've been sharing it. Those of you out there who like the company, like the stock, you may want to consider just kind of, thinking about buying 10 shares each and just, get 20 million of you to buy up all the stock and force the hedgies into oblivion and set up a multi-100, like a $200 billion transfer of wealth to yourselves. Go about your business and take care of bills and say thank you and show the hedge funds that in January you were wrong. In February, March, you were wrong again. Now you're going to be wrong a third time because all the shenanigan games you're playing here are going to come back to get you guys. Now, this morning, what would really be cool is if the shares were being shorted by these goofballs and they get it down to 140, 138, and then the stock goes to 178, which leaves them hanging on all their put contracts, leaves them hanging on all the losses they've just suffered in this market. It, in effect, wipes them out. And all of a sudden, these guys are 1/10 as powerful this afternoon as they were this morning or last night. But again, I can't make it happen. I can only tell you what the solution to the problem is. More buyers and sellers, and the kind of buyers that this market would get that would solve a real hedge fund problem. Small retail buyers who just pick up 5, 10, 20, 30 shares each cash and put them away. You are the nemesis of every hedge fund out there. You are the nemesis of every short seller out there. You're the worst nightmare a short seller has because none of you can lose your house if you buy 5 shares or 20 shares of GameStop. None of you will lose your cars. None of you will blow your credit ratings. None of you will be on the street living in a cardboard box if you have $1,000 or $2,000 worth of GameStop shares in your portfolio. None of you. You'll all just have a little chunk of stock. And if you have 10 shares of GameStop and they go to $1,000 a piece, you get 10 grand. They go to $2,000 each, you got 20 grand. And that'll make a difference in your lives. But it probably won't make you buy a $2 million mansion, but it'll make a difference. But there's 20 million of you. 20 million of you each now have 20, 30 grand more than you had a month or two ago. That collectively is a big deal. For the United States of America, The best thing ever, because capital gains taxes will be collected in small amounts, but it'll all add up. That won't be a bad thing for America. So go ahead, make GameStop great again. I don't know, kids. I'm just trying to tell you what I see going on and how I see it happening. Right now, 144.20 is the pre-market price of GameStop right now, as it is traded 161,000 shares. It's only up $3.30 a share. A company that just last night, not even barely 12 hours ago, just barely over 12 hours ago, announced that they are calling in they're redeeming all of their outstanding debt that they owe at 10% interest. They're paying it off in full in cash the end of this month. That's in 16 days. It's all over. No debt on the books starting May 1. June the 9th is the annual meeting. June 9th, Ryan Cohen becomes the chairman of the board. Between now and June 9th, we may hear of other directors that might stand for election. And between now and June 9th, something is telling me the possibility of the fact that there could be a new CEO announced by the company. And that could be a game changer with respect to who it is and the deputies that person's going to bring in, all under Ryan Cohen's seal of approval. The stock is up $3 a share. It shouldn't be up $3 a share. The stock should be up $30 a share right now. It should be 174 right now, but it's not. It's at 144.55. Something is holding the stock back from making a run because of the good news. And I kind of think I know what it is. I think you do too. It's just going to take more of you who feel the same way I do, that these shares are artificially being held back here to break the dam, break the resistance level. But I don't know what it'll take. I know overall what it'll take. 20 million buyers of 10 shares each will certainly do it. It might only require, instead of 200 million shares, it might only require 25 million shares of buying power to do it. But there is a point in time where enough buying comes in to just wipe out whatever resistance there is here by whichever morons are trying to stop this stock from going higher. But I don't know these answers. I don't have the answers. I have my suspicions. I have my hunches. I've got my intuition. I got my 40 years of experience watching these markets, and I'm looking at a stock that's being held back by forces greater than you guys, greater than the retail investors at the moment in time, until enough retail investors say enough's enough. Enough's enough. I'm buying in this stuff. I'm getting in. This is the dip. 144.70 is the dip. It's not a top price. It's the bottom price. And we want in, and we're going in, and we're taking it out. And shorters be damned, and shorters, God help you, because if this thing goes, if this thing starts to go, you guys are wiped out. You're not going to lose money. You're wiped out. You're not going to have a bad quarter. You're shutting your doors. You're done for. You're finito. It is over. You get a job somewhere else. Oh, and good luck with that resume of yours. Oh, where'd you last work? I noticed you're applying for a job here with our hedge fund. So oh, you were with those guys. Oh, you guys got wiped out on that GameStop thing for the fourth time you shorted that. Like, you didn't learn your lesson the first time. Oh, well, we'll call you. We'll get back to you. Good luck with your future in the brokerage business if you are caught on the short side of GameStop. Once GameStop has come out with announcement after announcement after announcement after announcement, regurgitating its company, rolling it over, paying off its debt, bringing in a new CEO, Ryan Cohen taking over, new board of directors. I mean, God help you. If you still are going to short this stock, you're still going to stand in the way of this stock after all that corporate work. Well, maybe you could do better working at a tire center as an appointment arranger or something like that. Maybe that's your future. Maybe that's really where you should be. Maybe this is not where you want to be right now, in the short side of the stuff. But that's just Uncle Bruce giving advice. And look, I've had many careers in my lifetime. I'm sure all of you can have the same thing. It's okay. You get you get dumped from, let go from a firm that used to pay you $250,000 or $500,000 of bonuses or $2 million of bonus. You let go because they're broke. They're under because, you and your management were on the wrong side of GameStop. It's okay. There's all kinds of other jobs out there. There's all kinds of other tremendous opportunities available to you. Good luck to you. Get out there, gung-ho, go and find your new career. Yeah. For the rest of us out there, all of you who are watching me, you turn $1,500 into $15,000. Okay. That's nice. It's not going to get you a new house, but it doesn't hurt the one you got. Maybe you can get a new fridge, get a new stove, maybe a new dishwasher, replace some flooring or something like that. I mean, you can do little things around the house. If you bought 1,000 shares for $145,000 and you turned into 1.4 million, well, now you can look at a new house, or you can really modernize the one you got. I mean, it's up to you. It's whatever your situation is or whatever your exposure is to the company. There's all kinds of possibilities and upside here, but depends on what side of the market you're on. I'm just an old man, just kind of, just surmising and working the numbers, and I'm just trying to, figure out where this thing could go, what it could do, and the ramifications for those of you who are long versus those of you who are short. But it's okay if you short the stock. Sleep well, rest easy. And if your bosses say it's okay, we have billions of dollars to back up our bet. Oh, we got billions of bucks. We can ride this thing. No problem at all. Maybe, possibly, it might work out that you might find that those billions actually aren't there, or they might change their mind on maintaining the position as far as you thought they would. And you may find that unbeknownst to you, they put in buy orders to cover their shorts elsewhere, and you on the trading desk don't actually know that your own firm is already covering elsewhere. But then again, maybe you do. You're senior management, you see what's going on, and you see the bleeding. I don't know. I'm just kind of wondering. Sometimes I wonder about The Big Short. You ever see the movie The Big Short? And then the other one, I love the one that's called Margin Call. That's a good movie. You ever want to watch Margin Call? That's a good movie about a brokerage firm on the wrong side of a market. Whew. You should see the shenanigans happening there in the middle of the night. Kind of wonder if someday we're going to see a margin call situation on GameStop, where just from a Tuesday night to a Wednesday morning, everything changes. Everything changes. The entire management philosophy is just 180, and first thing in the morning, it's a whole different ball game with regard to how they're thinking about this stock. But at the moment, I'm just saying, it is what it is. We're at 145.70. We're up 471 on the stock, 178,000 traded, and I'm waiting to see the first 30 minutes of trading on the opening today, just to tell me whether we continue on with the charade that we've been witnessing the last 2 weeks, or has it turned now where retail investors have said, that's it. This is the low. This is the dip. And you had your shot at it. You got it down to 132 yesterday. You got it all the way down to there. But that was that. And we're now back to a new moment in time where we're going to go from here to triple this price in the next couple of weeks. And there's nothing you can do to stop it, because there's too many of us who want in. And there's not enough of you to stop us from getting in, to keep us from getting in at the prices that we're going to get in at. This stock, you will short it at us to stop it and try to keep it under 150. You'll hit us at 160. You'll hit us at 170. You'll nail us. You'll bring in all the ammo you've got, and we're just going to buy up all your stock. We're just going to take everything off your hands, and then you can buy it all back from us. We'll start talking to you at 450 to 500 a share. We'll start thinking about it. Maybe. And then, we'll let you nibble in all the way up to 1,000. But we'll talk about that later. That's not a today discussion. We don't have to talk about that now. But anyway, we'll see what happens. It's all fine. Anyway, it's just Bruce here in Creston, British Columbia, saying good morning, everybody. Welcome to my channel today. I'm just, I really am just an old guy that rambles on and has, fantasy thoughts from time to time. After all, we're allowed to dream, aren't we? Maya, speculation on Reddit, SLGG to be acquired by GameStop, installing and hand a CEO. What happens to the stock if that happens? Maya, your guess is as good as mine, but I don't think the stock would go lower. That's my hunch, and I think you know that too. I think you and I are on the same page here. ZYB Productions, you should change the title to Just an Old Man in a Living Room in Creston. Ryan, Uncle Bruce, say hi to Jennifer. I have bought, I shall hold. I'm out for now. Peace, be kind to one another, please, and be kind to one another. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you for all your kind words today, everybody. I know I've missed a bunch of your messages. You've been talking to me and texting me, and some of you are joining this channel as new members, and I've missed the notifications because I'm in the middle of a rant and a rave and whatever I'm doing. But thank you to Thomas Kopechny or something like that. Thank you, Thomas, for becoming a member of the channel. I just saw that come through here just a little while ago. I appreciate that. It's nice to have you join us. I know there are others, I think, who have joined in. I'm just kind of looking back here. Oh, yeah, here we go. We got some more members. There we go, finally. I'm looking at my system here to try to tell me who else joined. We have Dave Des joined this morning. Dave, welcome to the channel of Chillin with Uncle Bruce Club. Also to Sly Marbo. Thanks, Sly, for joining the channel this morning. That's at least 3 new joiners that have come in while I've been just, yapping away about GameStop. Ooh, boring old Bruce and his GameStop. Thank you, everybody, for your involvement. Also, Thomas says, send a super chat. I thought I saw a ghost, but someone named Tony was hashtagging a number 10 shares each. Am I spelling it wrong? He deleted when I saw it. Was I dreaming about tendies? That's that Tony again. He's up to something. Amazon got caught lying about their warehouse workers and drivers peeing in bottles. Amazon would pay for bad stories about a future competitor. What are your thoughts? Julian, hi, Julian. How you doing? Love your analysis, Uncle Bruce. The amount you see is amazing. Anybody that finds where you can buy GameStop stock on margin, please let us know, says Julian. Julian, thanks, buddy. I look forward to seeing you also, I think, this weekend. I think we're getting together. Kind of excited about that. Yeah, looks like we're getting together this weekend, so I'm looking forward to seeing you, pal. Fantastic. Also, Maya, like I say, speculation on Reddit, SLGC to be acquired. ZYB Production, you should change the title to Just an Old Man in the Living Room. Ryan Hensler, Uncle Bruce, say hi to Jennifer. Thank you, everybody. Trying to keep up with your comments and your messages and your good wishes. I appreciate all of you for this. Welcome one, welcome all to the show, the channel, following the markets, following the developments of certain companies like GameStop and others. Thank you, all of you. The Dow now showing a drop of 11 points with 11 minutes to go before we open for trading. We've got, I'm just looking over Jim Cramer here. We've got S&P virtually flat, virtually no change. And NASDAQ up 28 points. That's where we're seeing this market right now. And, well, we're going to see how the market wants to open up. GameStop, 144.95, around 145 a share, volume of 192,000 shares. But as you folks have noticed lately, it doesn't matter how well GameStop does in the morning to start the day off. It doesn't seem to matter how the stock does. It just seems to us, what we kind of notice is after the market opens, the shares kind of, start in the neighborhood that they closed at. And then within 15, 20 minutes, they're down 10, 20 bucks a share. They just get slammed by some artificial panic selling entity out there that I think is coming from outside the United States, away from legal jurisdiction, to just hit the market. And the New York Stock Exchange does nothing about it. No enforcement at SEC does anything about it. I think that the put contracts in Chicago take a shot higher because they have to, because they reflect the market. If the stock goes down, the puts go up. And no one investigates if there's a correlation between who's dumping the stock on the open market versus who's dumping the puts for huge profits at the same time. I don't think there's anything going on. I don't think anything has been going on. I think there's regulators who are sleeping at their desks, or there are no regulators at the desks. They're just not there. They're working from home. They're discombobulated. There's no enforcement team. And shenanigans go on every day on the open market, and no one is there to worry about it. I think that might be it. I don't know. Maybe there'll be a knock on my door, going, "What are you doing?" Maybe they're watching me, and they're more interested in what I think about what might be happening versus what's actually happening. But again, I don't know. But the point will come. There will come a point in time where this artificial manipulation of stocks, and this is one of them, GameStop, it'll get to the point where it'll be overdone, because greed is always there. Greed is greed. And sooner or later, you get to the point where, zing, it goes the opposite direction, and it's like a slingshot being released, and it is gone. And now you turn a couple of $1 billion problem into a tens of billions of dollar problem, because it's just gone way oversized, and there's no stopping the other side, because greed works both directions. Greed works when a market goes down for shorters, but greed is a wonderful thing to watch when a stock goes up. And when stocks go up, they keep going up, and then the street gets in on it. Because right now, I would tend to suspect that of all the market participants who follow the stock market, I would bet you that 20% of the market players out there know about GameStop more or less. 10% know about GameStop quite a bit. 5% follow it quite closely. 1% actually have traded it once before. And 0.1% are really into it all the time. And all we need is 0.1% more participation into the stock, which would then overpower the sellers. It would just overpower them to that point. You don't need 10% of the market to get into it. But what I think could happen is, if the shares begin to run up, then 5% of the market will want in, and then 10% will follow behind that because of the greed factor. Everyone will get in on the ride, which we saw before. And this time around, the ride starts up here. It doesn't start at $10. It doesn't start at 20, and it doesn't start at 38.50. It starts at 145 to 155, 175, 250. It starts there, and it then goes to 1,000 to 1,500, and that's just proportionately what it did before. It'll go up by 4 to 6 times in value from a starting point of, say, 250. That's just that's just this guy's observations from the outside in the living room in Creston, British Columbia, Canada. You don't have to take my word for it. Watch it yourself. But I kind of get that impression. I get that's a vibe. Just my opinion. Just saying. I wouldn't be short this stock. No, I would not be short this stock. Anyway, I don't know. Let's see what happens when we open up in 5.5 minutes. How about that? Because we'll see soon enough how the shares react at the opening, whether we see the same game happen again. How many folks are picking off cheap stock first thing this morning at 145, 141, 136, 130. I mean, there's possibly all kinds of millions of shares of buying interest lying in wait for this thing to come down to it. If it actually happens, I don't know. Like I said earlier, it could well be that the market opens at 143 to 145, and then within 15 minutes we're at 175. I mean, that could happen, but it could be down the other direction. We'll figure it out. 210,000 traded so far in the pre-market, all up volume all morning long. 210,000 shares have traded on GameStop, all higher than last night's close, because the company announced last night after the bell they are redeeming and bringing in all their debt. They're paying all their debt off, all of it. They are debt-free in 16 days, April 30th. So the shares have been higher, but not by a lot. And that, to me, is a tell. That is a huge tell that something's up. Something is not kosher in kosher town. Something ain't working here. This stock should be a lot higher with that kind of news having been announced last night, because it's got to be a surprise to a lot of followers of GameStop who are casually following the company. They hear today that, you mean GameStop is paying off all their debts with cash that they have in the bank? I didn't know they had that much money. I didn't know they could do that. I thought they were in big trouble. Everything I've said, I've read and seen has been negative. I mean, wasn't there an analyst just the other day that said that the stock is worth $10 a share and the stock is now a sell? Wasn't that like just a couple of days ago? And now the company announces they're paying off all their debt. Why is that? Why would an analyst call a stock a sell if the company can just turn around and pay off all their debt in one move like that? What's the disconnect here? What is something not right at the company that this can't be a bad thing? It's got to be a corporate good thing. Why would there be an analyst calling the stock a sell and telling the world it's worth $10 a share? Why is that? It makes no sense. The world sometimes doesn't make sense, kids. Welcome to the world we live in today. Some people might be paid to say things. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe some people are influenced to say things. Maybe there are managers and senior VPs and higher ups who are saying to analysts, you know, we kind of have an opinion on this company around here, and we kind of want to maintain the image of the opinion. And, you know, your contract is coming up next month for renewal, and it would be a crying shame to lose you so soon in your wonderful career with our organization. Although, aren't you working on an analytical report on GameStop? Isn't there some? Aren't you working on one of those right now? That's coming up pretty soon, isn't it? Yeah. And you were like you were telling the world last year that the stock was a hold. Like when it was $5 a share, you were saying it was a hold. You know, it's like 150, 145, 160. You know, maybe you may want to revisit all that. But I'm just saying, you know, we're going to have a meeting next week about the future of contracts around the firm, and I know yours is part of it, but no pressure. You know, just we'll talk to you later. I'll see you at the water cooler later. It's all good. Yeah. Lo and behold, a sell rating came out. Wow. Sell report. Wow. That's something. Baking. I wonder if the intention here is to pay off the debt with the money earned from selling 3.5 million shares. No, they have 650 million in the bank. They have cash, more cash in the bank than they owe. They had that back in December. They had the money already. They're just now completing the transaction to just knock it off, because they're bringing more money in from sales right now than they're spending. They're making money. The GameStop company is turning a profit right now. And their idea is, why don't we just pay this debt off rather than pay 30 million a year in interest, or 27 million, or whatever the number is? Why pay 27 million a year in interest when we can just give them this 271 million and we don't pay them any interest? That's 27 million to the bottom line. That would have gone, would have been against the bottom line. We just took the company and made it $27 million more profitable by paying off this 10% interest loan. That's what this is. $27 million for 70 million shares. You do the math and you realize, 27 million against 70 million shares, that's quite a bit of money flowing to the shareholders. The bottom line of the company is even more profitable. That's right. So the second quarter, the third quarter, and for the full year end next year, they won't be showing off 27 million in interest expenses for the year. They've just wiped that out of there. That now is bottom line money. That's money they've been making that they've been given to their lender. They now make that money and just keep the money in their treasury. That's a good thing. I don't know if you folks know how this debt thing works. I know many of you who are watching are multi-billionaires. You've never been in debt before. I also have a suspicion that a lot of you out there were once students, and you were able to get part-time jobs at Arby's and Wendy's and Pizza Hut, and you were delivering pizza at 2 a.m, and you made so much money that you didn't have to take out any student loans. You were wealthier as students, making $100,000 a year on the side, that you never had student loans. So if you, again, all of you out there who've never been in debt before, if you pay off your debt, it's a good thing, and it can help a company's credit rating and a stock rating. And sometimes what it does, and this is the kooky thing, sometimes analysts change their ratings on companies and go, it's not a sell, it's a buy, but not often. But it can happen. It can happen. Anyway, I think we're open now. Welcome everybody to the show and welcome to the market today. I'm so glad you could join me today as we, are just here to say hi and try to follow what's going on in this wild and wacky market we're watching. The Dow is up 17 points. NASDAQ is down 1 point and sorry, S&P is down 1.8 and NASDAQ is up 4. GameStop right now, let's just see how it's opening up and let's watch it for the first 30 minutes because this should be fun. It's always fun watching GameStop in the first 30 minutes. 143.97 is where I got it right now, up 298 on 360,000 first trade on New York. Now 370,000, 143.97 is what I'm showing. AMC, by the way, is at $9. It's up 16 cents. That's good news. Vector Acquisition, the SPAC, one of the SPACs I follow, it's up 26 cents to 11.07. IPOE is up 13 cents. Gore Holdings up a dime. And Fortress is even up 2 cents. So we have a little bit of movement on some of the SPACs. But GameStop, 146.20 is what I'm showing it right now. 147 over here. So it's up $4 or $5 a share. But don't let that fool you because, we know the pattern. It has usually a pretty good start. And then it has a terrible half hour, just terrible, because for some reason, some kind of panic seller usually comes into the mix that's just got to offload 1 million shares as quickly as humanly possible at any price. So it's at 148, but this might not be real. After all, they are debt free now, but this might not be real. There's a seller out there. There's an analyst who said the stock is worth $10 a share. Don't forget that. Now, you got to respect guys like that. They're educated. They have calculators. They can see. So you got to respect guys like that. 149, 150 on the stock. Ooh, I don't know. This may or may not be real. It might be fake. Maybe this is fake news. Artificial buying. I don't know. At 150, 71, at 151. I don't know. Well, let's see what happens. Folks, we got to be careful here. Don't get sucked in. Let's just see what's going on here. 150, 160. I'll believe it when it goes to 1,000 a share. How about that? That's when I'll believe it. Is this real or is this Memorex? Unbelievable. The nonsense that is going on out there. I want these shorters to be crushed. I want them to be crushed. Just in case you didn't get the drift. If you're kind of wondering, what's he mean? Like what's Bruce saying? What's he mean by all this sarcasm and stuff? Is that what that is? Is that what sarcasm is? Is that kind of how he does this? Is that his style? Is that 150.20 hit 152 just a moment ago? But it could still go down to 120 a share today because after all, the company's a sell. It's only worth $10 a share. You got to take these analysts at their word. Companies that pay off their debt like that, they got to be the most speculative companies in the world, don't you think? 149.89, maybe the selling is coming in that I was talking about. What's going to happen here? 152 for the high, now at 149.89. I don't know. I'm just trying to be your friend. I'm just a guy in front of a computer in Creston. Just hoping you'd like me. Please like me. Don't hate me. I'm just trying to be your friend. Don't want to make you mad. Don't want to upset you. Don't want to do that. 150.93 now. So, don't believe everything you see. This 152 quote might be fake. Be careful. Those of you who paid 132 yesterday, did you really pay 132? Or were you lied to? I don't know. I'm just, it's a crazy kooky world. 153 on the stock. It seems to be going higher. Is there a 10% shorter rule where you can short it even more aggressively if it goes up more than 10% in a day? Is there a rule I don't know about? Because apparently a lot of viewers out there who watch me and criticize me say he doesn't even know about the short selling rule. He certainly doesn't know about the super duper short selling rule. He doesn't know about that one because when the stock goes up more than 10%, you can double short it. Is that true? I don't know. I'm just being bitter.
Maybe I'm being bitter. I don't know. You think it's going to 160, Dave? Wouldn't that be something? I don't know. 153. Let's go. Let's go. I love how Bruce is keeping us cautious. There you go. 153.45. Up $12 a share approximately to start the day. AMC is up to 9.10. It's up 26 cents. That's a good sign. Vector is up 24 cents. IPOE is up 4. Gores is up 6. VG is up a penny. A little better here, a little better there. The Dow's up now 55, 60 points. That's good to see. S&P is up 0.8 of a point, and NASDAQ is up 5.5 points. 153, 154 on GameStop is what we're showing right now. 155.91 on GameStop. And, a company that pays off their debt in one go, maybe this is how a stock should trade. Maybe this is exactly how a stock should trade when a company pays off its debt in one check. They just call it in and say, April 30th, we're calling in all the debt. Here's your money. Get lost. Maybe this is what happens to companies like that. 155, 156. Although there are analysts out there who are pretty smart people. They're pretty smart. And they say it's only worth $10 a share and it's a sell. If you took that guy's advice and you got out yesterday at 132, you're going to be a winner because you sold at 132 a share. At 135, you got out at 139. You took his advice and got the heck out of there, because all this company's going to do is pay off all its debt. All it's going to do is bring in a new CEO. What's the upside? There's no upside here. At 154, that is an upside. That's a chump change. It'll go back to $50 a share in no time. It's only worth 10. So thank you, Mr. Analyst, for keeping us straight and narrow and helping us figure out what to do with the sound judgment and advice you've given us. I'm sure you weren't paid by anyone to say this. It's personally, you're all just your opinion. No one influenced you in any way. And good luck with your contract negotiations when they come up again for another year's service with the firm. Whatever situation you're in, it's okay. I don't even know the guy's name. I don't want to know his name. Bill, just passing on the news. Looks like there are about 30 companies named in the lawsuit on the SEC website. This has to do with the GameStop and how they conspired to keep us from profiting from their short position. Well, that's a kind of interesting, isn't it? I kind of like that. But again, the stock's only worth $10 a share, and it's a sell. Just don't forget, folks. You remember what the analysts are telling you. There's analysts out there. I think there's one that's saying it's worth $29 a share. That's its upside right there. That company hasn't got a chance of survival. By paying off debt early, that ensures they're going to go out of business. Absolutely guarantees that these guys can't survive, because they've just saved $27 million a year in interest, and that guarantees that this company will not make any money. Isn't that how it works? Again, those of you who are students in the last 10 years, last 15 years, I know you were eating hot dogs and having ramen soup on purpose because you wanted to fit in with all the other college kids. You didn't want to show off going to Costco and driving your high-end Lexus to Costco. You didn't want to walk in there with your executive membership and pick up a $100 slab of tenderloin, bring it back to your college dorm room, carve it all up into 2-inch thick slabs of tenderloin. You didn't want to do that in front of the other kids, because that would be showing off how rich you were, working McDonald's or Arby's or Pizza Hut on the side, making $50 an hour, making more money as a student than you would ever make in your career. You didn't want to show off to anyone how debt-free you were when you were in college. You wanted to show everyone else that you're just like everybody else, and you were buying the super-duper ramen soup on sale, and that you're sucking on a hot dog every couple of nights just to get some protein in you, and just to be like every other kid. You didn't want to show off. I get it. It's all right. Because you don't know what debt really is. I understand that you were so rich in school, so loaded in college, that you now you get it, that when a company pays off its debt in one shot, it's usually considered a good thing. Although only up $10 a share, I don't know if the street actually buys into that. The street seems to like the fact that the company is debt free, but it's not like overly enthused by it. 151 is okay, but 171 would be a lot better of an indication that, this is a good thing. But again, there could, like I said, there could be some selling coming in. It is, after all, only 10 minutes into the trading day. We haven't finished the first 30 minutes yet. Stand by, watch for a panic seller to show up at any time with 1 million shares to sell at market to anyone stupid enough to want to buy this stock. I'm sure there's a seller waiting around the corner that will be around to help us out to drop this market to 119 a share. I mean, it's got to be coming. It's just got to be. I mean, that's been the pattern every day for 2 weeks. We're 1.7 million traded. We're ready. We're ready for the seller. Come on, seller. Here he is. Here he comes. 149.62. Here comes the seller. We're waiting for the seller to come and slam this market, drop it to 118 a share, try to get it to 112 a share. I mean, just try to come on in here. We're ready and willing to just be hit on the side of the head yet again. Come on in and sell your stock and drive the market down and make those puts go up in value. Score a lovely option touchdown, because no SEC official is going to investigate the manipulation that you're doing on the market. Don't worry about it. No, you're not going to jail. It's okay. You can cheat and lie and steal all you want, because this market has freedom written all over it. Freedom. That's the word, is freedom. We're okay. We're allowed to do whatever we want without any repercussions. It's freedom at its finest. Hit that market, sell everything you got, and drive it down to 112 a share, because it's only worth $10. I mean, there's a sell rating from an analyst that's not even 48 hours old. That guy's a genius. He's probably Harvard educated. I mean, come on. That's what we got to have here. Is it Bruce? Is Bruce just ranting and raving now? Is he going loony? I don't know. Let's just see what happened. 149.29. Is it coming in? Are we gonna get hit here? We're 12 minutes into the day. Over here on CNBC, they're talking about the Coinbase first trade. Get ready for more market manipulation with Coinbase first trade. Oh my gosh, I'm not touching with a 10-foot cattle prod, but it's all up to you what you want to do. Freedom to the stock. That's right, Thomas. You got it. Freedom to the stock. Here we go. I like this stock. IPO hype is making me sick. I want to buy $1,000 worth, but my wife will kill me. 149.26. The shares have come down. Look at the chart now. Look at this. Here it is. Here comes the seller. Here we go. It's gone from 156 to 149. So it's obvious. There's it's all over. We've got to get hit now. We got to get hit now with a big fat sell order at market prices. Panic out. We got to be. I mean, it's got 148.90. Here we go. Here's the pattern every day for 2 weeks, practically every single day. Here we go. Bruce, I love when you're sarcastic. Heating up with Bruce. I told you all, get ready. Here it comes. The stock's coming in. There's going to be a seller coming in with panic selling. And let's just see how powerful they are this time. I'm getting so hot. I got to take off my top. I got to get naked in front of you people. I'm so excited. I appreciate all of you being here, but I'm just so pumped up. Oh, I gotta get naked. There we go. Oh, that's a lot better. That's about as naked as we're gonna get. Anyway, we're at 149.45. Will the shares take a drop to the $112 level this morning, because a big fat short seller is going to come in here, just slam this market as hard as they can, because there's no good news to follow on GameStop. 149.89 is what I'm looking at. 150.11 maybe. 150.10. We'll see what's happening here. Oh my gosh, what's going on? Oh my God, GameStop paid off their debt. I must sell everything I have ASAP. I got a job. There you go. Bruce is wild today. Way to go, Uncle Bruce. Those hedgies burning on you. Sorry, Bruce. This is what I paid for. I love this stuff. Ape, buy more. Playing patty cake with the hedgies is getting old and tedious. I want my money already. Where are we going? Up to 150 like butter. I'm calling it at 125. Bruce is like a babushka doll. Take off one layer, new smaller bagel under it. Yes. What can I say? Oh my gosh. Bruce, you have experience with new stocks. Can there be problems so that the Coinbase stock isn't available at market opening? I want to get a ride today. Already exit strategy. I am worried that the opening salvo of Coinbase will be so high that it'll be like all the IPOs that we've been watching lately. I've been telling you about, warning you about these IPOs where they talk about, doing private placements at 20, 30 bucks a share. They do the IPO at 50, 60, and then the first trade is 175. And then all the retail investors are sucked in between 175 and 195 on the first day of trading. And then 3 weeks later, it's trading at 110. I'm worried about this thing. I'm worried about what this is going to open at. The talk was, it looked like a $250 stock. I'm worried that it's going to open at 350, and I'm worried it's going to go to 500 today, and then it's going to be at 150 bucks a share in 3 weeks. And I'm worried that billions and billions of dollars of good, honest, hardworking people's money is going to get sucked in to this black vortex of a company that I have no idea how to value it. I really wonder. It's just me talking off the top of my head, but man, oh man, I don't know. I really don't know if this is an area you want to touch with a 10-foot cattle prod. I just don't know. We're down to 148.50 again on GameStop. Here comes the selling. Well, I'm saying it's coming. It's coming. It's coming. What is going to happen? What is going to happen here? My wife is mad at me. A pecking order, roaring kitty, some guy with a bagel, Reddit, Warren Buffett, dog, her bottom of the totem pole. You're in trouble, JJ. Yeah, I think about that snowflake hype. It'll open at 250. I don't think it's going to open at 250. I think it's going to be way beyond that. I don't think anyone's going to get a shot at this stock at 2. I think this is so manipulated and it's so hyped up that CNBC is all over it. I absolutely fear that many of you could get hurt badly with this stock right on day one. I just am worried. I'm just worried about that. What's Bruce been drinking? Short at 500. Coinbase, Bruce has spoken. You meant, what is that? Marta Karushka, Babushka is a slave granny. Whatever they're called, I know what you mean. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's so funny. Okay, Bruce is the way. Bruce eating a bagel will put them in their place. VGAC just went below 10 bucks. Should I get more? It's a bargain. It's a bargain. VGAC, I showed at 10 bucks right now. 148.76 on GameStop. Volume now 2.2 million. Waiting for the panic sell wave to come in here. Where is it? It's just about time. We're 18 minutes into the market. The options market is up and trading now. So those put buyers, if they're loading up on puts now, they're buying them right now even. They could be picking up puts like crazy right now, getting ready to put in their offshore sell orders to slam GameStop down to 112 a share in the next 15 minutes. Is that happening? Is that the pattern today? Because it's been a pattern lately. We have watched the stock go from the 200s all the way down to 132 yesterday. We're now at 148.15. The table is set. You can buy a bunch of puts right now. Buy 140s, 130s, 120s, 125s, 135s, 145. Load up on the puts in Chicago. Bring out your market sell orders and slam this stock down to 112 a share and watch those puts go up tenfold in money. Sell the puts for a big fat profit and cash in, have all your money transferred offshore, and no one can touch you from the United States law offices. Here we go. 147.29, 147.11, wide open manipulation, ready to roll. We've teed it up. We've set the table. Let's hit this market on GameStop and drive it into the ground and crush the spirit of the market. Or not. Is it that a whole bunch of buyers are sitting here going, oh, no, you just give me all you want, buddy. You sell all your millions of shares here. This is the low. This is the dip on GameStop. The shares are going to be 180 to 190 later today. This is the dip. Give it to me. You're not making any money on puts. You're losing everything on your puts later today because they're going to be so out of the money by the time this day is over and tomorrow and Friday and Monday. You're way out. You're blown out, you greedy buggers. Let's see what happens. 148.60 right now on GameStop, up $7.60 a share. Well, let's see what's happening. Who would want to sell GameStop right now? Exactly. Oh my gosh, a GameStop for summer. And then I saw Bruce and I knew it'd never be the same. Tony woke up and he's shorting the stock. Spiritual Collective, screw the puts. Bill, at 68 years old, I have nothing to lose. My plan is to leave a nest egg for my children. Big party celebrating. There's more humans here than there. I have a feeling that GameStop might offer a dividend in the future. Let's see what is happening on this stock. Dividend would fry the shorts. No, Tony, no, says Dustin. No, Tony. 148.44 on GameStop. Is it going to get crushed with a sell wave like we've seen the last 2 weeks in a row? Every day, the same dang thing. It's a repeat of the movie. I mean, how many versions of Jaws do we have to see until we realize that sharks can bite you? How many times? I don't know. 149.16. Stock is going up, not going down. Something's wrong here. I don't know. What is going on? What is going on? What is going on? It's all Tony's fault, says Chris Wood. It's all Tony's fault. Let's call him Anthony. How would a dividend destroy shorts? The hedge funds can put them with a shun, don't shine. Bruce, wouldn't the dividend be based on how long the shares have been held for? Pretty toasty. Tony, my wife's boyfriend told me I have to pay this month's rent, so I had to buy the puts. Thanks, Tony. Tony is watching. We got 2 sharks on our side now. Are there any, what was that comment? Are there any real dangers of trailing stop loss orders? Shrug Flug is here as a new member. Don't put any stop loss orders in at this point. Too much volatility. I think the upside is better than the downside. My hunch here, if the company were to offer a special dividend on the stock, the shorters would have to honor the dividend. They'd have to pay out the dividend to the brokers that they've shorted through, and they would have a $150 million problem right off the get-go. If it's $1 a share, if it was $5 a share, they would have a $750 million cash problem on top of the shorting problem. But I don't know if that'll happen. I think Tony is a shorter. Am I going to be in the money with my 3 whole shares that I own? Let's see here. If you're paying attention, I'm paying attention. Alex, thank you for the donation. Does Tony still have a broken mouse? Laughing out loud. Oh my gosh. Everyone's laughing with Tony. We're loving this. Tony, maybe you should bring your computer out from the basement. Bring it up from the basement. Get it out of there. What's the worst that can happen? Happy days. I just got a bunch more. I love the GameStop. 149.75 is where we're at right now. Is Tony just like an imaginary friend, or is he real? Bruce, you're a beast. Ask Tony to remove the crud from the mouse. Sprinkle onto the bagel and ingest. Tony likes about 10 shares. I like a few more than that. I just bought more GameStop, says T-Lane. Mine was put in by accident, but it cost me hugely. Take it from me. Stop loss is a huge mistake. Dow is going up 1% today. Can GameStop more easily issue a dividend after paying off 100% of their debt? Is this a strategy being pursued? You know, they can do anything. They could issue warrants. They could do a rights offering. They could do a cash dividend, a special cash dividend if they wanted to. and then offer a warrant on top of that, allowing shareholders to buy stock from the company at a higher price per share. I don't know. They could do all kinds of stuff. They could do a 10-for-1 stock split and split the stock down to $15 a share right now, which means that the shorters now need 1.5 billion shares to cover their short positions, artificial and synthetic and what have you, failure to deliver and everything else. But from $15 to $30 a share would not be a big stretch for the company to do. Even to go to $50 a share from 15 would be nothing. That's like going to 500 right now. That would create hundreds of billions of dollars of problems for short sellers. I totally understand that. Here we are. Lots going on. What are your thoughts on coin? Not good. I just bought 10 more. Uncle Bruce, is there anything Mr. Cohen, GameStop can do to draw attention to the manipulation illegally going on? I think what they're doing is exactly what they're doing is perfect. They just keep coming up with good corporate news all the time. Bring out this new CEO that could be a personality of someone that we all already know, as someone that's well respected in the market, that Wall Street will go, whoa, they're attracting that person to be the CEO of GameStop, that person, you give me that reaction to this CEO announcement. Watch out, stock. So too bad for the short. Anyway, there you go. The press said they couldn't do a dividend with that debt. That was a condition. Well, that debt's gone in 16 days. I don't know. Today might be the day Tony emerges. GameStop is up 6%. Is a GameStop on SSR today? I can't remember. Was it down over 10% yesterday? It might have been. I think it was. I need some advice. Can you issue a special cash dividend if your company is not profitable? I mean, can you legally do that? I think they can do anything they want. I think the board of directors can do any kind of deal. The company is profitable the last 2 quarters, last quarter, this quarter. I think they could also, I think this company is in a position on May the 1st to pick up the phone, send a text where Ryan Cohen says, to Jeffries and Co. or whoever they want to use, we want to raise $5 billion on a bond. We want to do a bond. We're going to raise $5 billion. We're prepared to pay 1% interest, but we're prepared to offer a conversion into the stock at say $250 a share, good for 5 years. And I bet you he'd get $5 billion like that. Then he could just turn around and immediately issue a $1 billion special cash dividend to all shareholders. Pull that kind of stuff, like maybe a $10 a share cash dividend. That's $700 million bucks. So he would offer $700 million in cash to all shareholders on a special dividend that would be payable in like 30 days. So that would be June 1st, June 5th, whatever, June 15th. And the shorters now would have to come up with $10 a share cash against all the stock that they're short for, that they don't own. And that could be $1.5 billion that they'd have to come up with. So the company comes up with $700 million. They've raised $5 billion. They're only using $700 million as a cash dividend. They got 4.3 in the bank, 4.3 billion in the bank left over. They then hand out $700 million to the shareholders, forcing the shorters to cough up $1.5 billion if they're truly short that many cash within 30 days. You think the stock's going to be $148.97 a share? Really? You really think that's going to? And they announce at the same time they do the bond offering and they do the special dividend, they announce a 10-for-1 stock split. So that would put the stock at $14.92 a share on the open market. Do you think the stock will stay under $50 a share very long? I don't think so. I don't think so. No, I don't. Now, of course, you're not going to get $10 a share if they split the shares 10-for-1. You're going to get $1 a share. But of course, you've got 10 shares for every share you used to have. So you're still getting $10 for every stock you used to have. So if you have 10 shares, you're going to get $100. But if you had 10 shares, you now have 100 shares, and you're going to get $100. And the shorters still have to come up with $1.5 billion. You see what I'm saying? It could be a lot of fun. It would be a lot of fun. If shorts have to pay the dividend, can't GameStop just set up a stupid high dividend and bleed them out? Yes, they can. They could literally raise $5 billion and then offer a $20 a share cash dividend, special cash, $1.4 billion payout from a $5 billion offering, hand $1.4 billion to the shareholders, 70 million of them, of which the insiders have 26 million shares. They would get a ton of money themselves. And then the shorters would have to come up with the remainder. Oh, it would be massive. It would just be insanity. The $20 a share with $3 billion cash payout from the hedge funds. They would lose $3 billion instantly. They would be on the hook for cash, $3 billion on top of the short sale of the stock. Yeah. Oh yeah, that would be kind of fun. The trigger is 126.89. If they get the stock down to 126.89, they would trigger another short sale restriction for tomorrow. So hey, hedge funds, why don't you attack GameStop right now and drop it all the way down to 126 to get that going? But I don't know if they can do that today. There might be too much buying interest in the stock. 2.6 million traded so far, trading now at 149.25. We'll have to see how this plays itself out. What's going to happen here? We're going to see what's going on. So much fun. Is everyone having fun here today? Is anyone having a good time? I hope you're not too depressed today. We're at 10 o'clock Eastern time. It's been a half an hour. Where is the seller of the day? Where is the short seller? Where is the hedge fund? Where are these orders supposed to come from? We've been waiting all morning, like every morning. We've been waiting. Where's the stock coming from that's supposed to drive this market down to 112 a share? Where are you guys? I don't see them anywhere. I don't understand what's going on. Yeah, Bruce, 3-1 split. How about that? Always fun with Bruce. Is it bagel time? I'm showing cards your mother didn't care about. SSR isn't really important anymore, in my opinion. No selling today, Bruce. Seller of the day is the dark pool. He's on vacation in the Caymans. Does Bruce still like the Doge? I never liked the Doge. Never liked it. Blue Nose Dias. Thanks, Larry. Bruce, I had a bagel today. Everything bagel with cream cheese and strawberry jam, but I want a cone, ice cream cone for dinner. How about that? Maybe wait for Coinbase, Bruce. Thumbs ups. Spaceman, Earthling agreed. They attack the crap out of it even when the SSR is on. They do. They do. 148.71. Waiting for a sell wave that is supposed to come in the first hour of the day. Every day we've seen it for 2 weeks. Somewhere, somehow, a huge wave of selling comes out of nowhere with no respect to the bids and asks. It's just a sell order at market to drive the stock down as hard as humanly possible. We're waiting for that at 148.72. Where's the sell? Where is it? Waiting for this guy. We are here for good and bad days where we are not a cult, just humans being empathetic worldwide. What else is going on? Are we on the SSR? Thumbs up. Thumbs, folk, adios. I have this weird feeling it won't be attacked today. 148.19. Doge not allowed in pups and catnip. Just saying. I bought Dogecoin. Good for you. Let's see. What else is going on? What is going to happen here? In truth, profits GameStop should fund a new ranch. Where are we at with this market? 148.17 on the stock. Are we getting in finally the sell wave we've been waiting for? Is it finally coming? 148.23, 148.15. Is this it? Is this it? It was attacked. It was just eaten. How much stock is coming in? And how fast is it coming in? Are we going to get a wave? 147.90. They finally broke 148. Can they drop it to 112 a share? Can they make everyone panic like they've been trying to get everyone to panic now for 2 solid weeks? Are we going to see more of this? We're now at 147.90. 2.7 million traded. Not enough stock coming in. We need more stock. Where's the selling? Where is it? Why isn't it here? I don't know. This guy takes me literally. I should be wiser. Spicy every time. I feel like it's being attacked all the time. Even if the price is not going down, it's attacked to keep it from rising. 146.88. It's finally. Is it happening? Is it coming in? Are we finally getting the sell wave we've been looking for? 2.7 million now on the stock. 147.16. Is it going to come down? Is it finally coming in? Where's the stock? Where's the selling? Where's the panic? Where's the anguish? Where's the heartache? Where is it? I don't see it. I'm not seeing it. I don't know. We're frenetic. Let's see what's going on. I'm still playing the stock market with Bruce drinking game here. Where is this stock going? Where is the selling coming from? Where is the selling? Why isn't it here? If this selling doesn't happen, does it then go to 175 a share today? Is that what happens? So what if this selling isn't coming? It's got to go higher. Where's the beef? There you go. It's showtime. It's showtime. Where's the stock? 147.51. 2.78 million. That's not enough volume. We need way more selling volume. Way more selling volume. Where is the selling volume? 146.75. 146.75. Is this it? Is this the beginning of the drop? Is it going to happen? Is it going to drop $20 a share right now in a hurry? Where is it coming in here? Where are we at? We're ready for you. We're watching. We know it's coming. We gotta make it happen. I want to buy more on the dip. I feel ripped off. I'm not getting the dip. What is happening? What is happening? Shamalama ding dong. I should be meditating, not day drinking. 147 on the stock. Why is it not falling out of bed? This stock should be just crapping right now. It should be. That's the pattern. That's exactly what the shills are doing out there. That's what these hedgies are doing. They crap this market in the first hour every day, no matter what the news, because there are analysts who say it's only worth $10 and it's a sell. This should be going down. Drop, baby. I got orders ready. I like cake. Bruce, how's your morning going? How do you know how the bagel will be made today? I don't. I have to wait for Jen to get up, and it all depends on what mood she's in. Whether she's happy with you people or not. Have you been behaving yourselves overnight? Did any of you get into trouble last night? She's getting reports. I don't know. I'm not sure what's going on here. Shauna Na was great. Clara Peller was where's the beef lady? What's going on? What is going on the stock? I grabbed 2 more shares on the open. I can't help but think it's still in the upper sale. The cake is a lie. I like turtles. Who are you calling, you people? A2.K. Hi, Bruce. Love what you do. Just wondering if you could stop talking for 5 seconds. No, I can't do it. Only 3 seconds. I can only stop for 3 seconds. Can't stop for 5. I got to keep going. Limit order 127.25. I got an order at 135. The seller is having a brunch to hit the stock at noon. Just changing up the pace. 147 on GameStop. Will it go lower? Will it get crushed by a hedge seller who is going to bring in selling from everywhere at market? Are they just going to attack this stock at any moment? 146.65. Is this it? Is it coming in now? 146.47 maybe. Is this it? We're waiting. We're here. We're watching for you. I don't know. What is going to happen? What is going to happen? Finally, I know Jen's real name, Santa. She knows if you've been bad or good. See, there you go. He can only keep going, thank God. Let's see here. 146.23. That's where we're at right now. Love me some Tropic Thunder. I'm limited 141. I'm buying at 141. Let's see. AMC at 922, up 39 cents. It's hanging in there. The hedges are scared of us. Anything under 200 is cheap. Let's see what's going on. 146.33. Is there stock coming in? It's 2.9 million. Another 200,000 did show up in the last little while. 146.08. Can they break the 146? I think they have. 145.92. They got it down to 145.92. They're coming in. Are they going to be able to crap this thing down to 122, 118 a share, 112? How low can they make it go? Because the company only paid off all their debt for the end of the month. That's all they've done. That's the only latest news that these guys have ever done, is to say we're paying off all our debt by the end of the month. That's the only news the corporation had the guts to talk about. So you know what that means. The stock's got to go down to 112 because after all, short sellers rule. 145.56. That's what's going on right now. Daddy likes the discount. Where are we at? Let's wait for the tasty surprise. Good for one with a 3 second, if not necessary, Bruce, but the one who asked claims 100,000, 88, $3 for listing. I don't know what all this means. I don't know what this means. Babbling like a cattle rancher. Wake up, Jen. Tell her it's curling time. It's a curling emergency. 145.87. Is this it? Is the sell wave finally showing up that we've been waiting for all morning? 2.9 million. We don't have the volume where these people are not selling enough stock. The Dow up 190 points. S&P up almost 8 points. NASDAQ up 26 points. The market's going the wrong direction for the shorters here. The shorters really need a negative market to give a negative vibe to really hit this GameStop stock where it hurts. 146.49. It's going the wrong direction. It's going higher. It's not going lower. GameStop is supposed to go down to 112. What is the matter with these short sellers? Why aren't they hitting this market? This is their perfect opportunity to show us how they manipulate the market. To show us again. Show us. We're all watching. We're all watching this time. Do your worst. I mean, come on. It's time. Oh my gosh. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Bruce's wife's real name is Rachel. I saw her in the documentary called Friends. That's his real wife's name, Rachel. Let's see here. As long as the finish is green, I'm a happy guy. All right, who farted? Some of you are really skeptical. This stock GameStop was seriously overbought. I don't think you realize how much it's overbought. Oh, okay. Laugh out loud. Normally we would hate the sell-off, but we're so weathered now. We're foaming at the mouth to buy the dip. We're ready to go. Time to make those suckers pay for their debts. My wife's boyfriend called to say I need to pay bills like GameStop did. Thank you, Daddy Cohen. The Wolf of Wall Street is hilarious. JJ Gunn, you meant oversold. How was Bernie Madoff any different than the system? Wasn't he doing the exact same thing? It's all called a Ponzi. Bernie, 82 years old, passed away today in federal prison. Chris Wood, ever played Portal? I love the love of money is the root of almost all addiction. I'm just a dude playing a dude disguised as another dude. That's all I am, just a dude. I'm the dude. I'm the dude. Sorry, I'm just a dude. What else is going on? Wow, Bernie Madoff, no more. Madoff died. How tragic. How many members do you have now, Bruce? Wondered how many of us bagel folk there are. We just broke 1,700 members a couple days ago. We just broke 1,700. We're going to find out, though, in the next week how many of you are going to stick around, because the first month's anniversary is coming up next week. And a lot of you have to decide whether or not to stay members or not. And I'm quite curious to see how many are leaving. There could be a whole bunch of you out there who just do not like what they've seen this last month from your Uncle Bruce. We'll see what's going on. I'm quite curious. Bruce makes the stock market fun. Maybe you're a dude that doesn't know what a dude he is. Maybe you don't realize what kind of a dude you really are. I know it's weird, but I like the guy. What is really a huge turkey and stinky friends Christmas Day that Scrooge cared about? Was it really a huge turkey and stinky friend? Tony, no, it's this Friday, Bruce. That's when it begins. That's right, Tony, you're right. This Friday is the first rollover of memberships. This is where we begin. Some of you may have told YouTube, you just bill me every month for just take the money out of my credit card or whatever. I just want to be a member of this guy's channel. I don't care. Others are you decide every 30 days whether or not he deserves to be maintained as a member or not. We're going to find out in the next few days, starting Friday. So around here, we're all kind of wondering, are you down to 500 members in about 2 weeks? Have you got 100 left a month from now? Are you down to 100 members? How quiet is it going to get around here? We're going to find out real soon. I don't know. Let's see what happens. AMC now $9.24, up 40 cents. GameStop 145.60. It is coming down. GameStop is coming down. Are we getting this sell-off wave that I've been wondering about? What is going to happen? Yeah, we're going to see here very quickly. AMC already 11 million shares. Let's see. Waking up with Bruce is like Ross getting a huge hug from Rachel. Everything I ever wanted. I've picked up 40 more since yesterday, says Heather, and I didn't even mean to. Diamond holds. Bill, what these hedgies don't realize, they're training an entire generation to know that they're a scam. Payback will be sweet. 145.63. I ain't going nowhere, Bruce. Commodore 64 was legendary. I want my new color bagel. That's right. If you pay for your second month, become a member again for the second, you get a new colored bagel beside your name. You will now be known as a 2-monther. And so the bagel colors change beside your name every time the month goes through. So pretty exciting stuff. Welcome one and welcome all to those of you who are members and are going to become members or remain members for another month or so. We start Friday. We find out. Let's see what happens. Oh man, let's see what happens. Let me continue on here with comments. Trying to catch up with all of these comments. Can we buy calls on Bruce's subscribers? This old man gonna stroke out on the live cast. That's what's gonna happen to this old guy. He's just gonna stroke out. I don't know about you, but I take comfort in that. It's good knowing he's out there, the dude, taking her easy for all of us sinners. We are never leaving Bruce. I'll leave the stocks first, but I'm not leaving Bruce. Thank you guys for these kind words. Thanks, Tony. Madoff death could drive a little attention to the markets. I've made 15 grand this month with your help, but I hate supporting YouTube now that they're censoring so much. Well, we always take direct donations through PayPal if you want to reward me for all my efforts. I'm not leaving. What would my dad be without this? Jane Doe, he knows. The dude knows. Is Bruce your real name, or are you really known as Dude? What's your real name? 145.79 on the stock, as we are waiting for the big fat panic sell-off by a big fat short seller. Is it going to happen, Bruce? I'm staying a member. Fadigan, give me my green member badge in T-minus 2 days. Slim Goody, good day. I'm here for the long run. Yeah, I guess the color of your color changes on your, you're going to be green. You're going to go from an orange colored bagel logo to a green colored bagel logo. That's month number 2. Month number 3, it'll be blue. Month number 4, it'll be like a fuchsia. Month number 5 is yellow, and then the next one is purple. But I think they kind of go out. In a like 1, 2, 3 months, and then they go further. Like here we are. Yeah. After 1 month, you get green, and then after 2 months, you get purple. Then after 6 months, you become fuchsia. After a year, you become yellow colored, and after 24 months, it looks like purple. That's what those colors are. This is exciting stuff. So I'm looking forward to seeing how many of you are going to become the green colored logos, the green colored logo beside your name. So thank you everybody for being here. This is fantastic. Let's see here. We've now got 174 point gain on the Dow, 6.4 point gain on S&P, 21 point gain on the NASDAQ right now. GameStop 145.13. It's still coming down, but just slowly. It's not coming down in a panic way. It's just drifting lower and lower, but we're not getting this sheer cliff fall off. 144.99. Maybe I spoke too soon. Maybe we're getting it now. Maybe now these shorters have been waiting for the first hour to come and go, and now they're going to hit this market with everything they've got. 145.15, 144.99. I thought I saw a moment ago. Volume of 3.1 million shares on the stock today. Will this selling keep coming in to drive this market lower? Even though last night they announced we're paying off all our debt. All our 10% interest loans we're paying off at the end of this month. We've called it in for payout. Let's see what happens. Oh, this could be a lot of fun today. We're going to watch this market very closely, very, very closely. All right, this is my home now since Talentera Gaming. Kevin, did you get my email about the WSB GameStop video? I may have, but I may not have had time to read it. Only because I am so overwhelmed with all kinds of emails that have been coming in. So forgive me for that. I'm trying to stay up on top of all of these updates, but it's not easy. We have 1,500 thumbs ups today. Thank you for that. We have 4,000 approximately people here right now. 1,500 thumbs ups. We got 69 on the downside. About a 20-to-1 ratio for up versus down. Keep those thumbs ups coming in, guys. Get us over 2,000, over 2,200. We'll be at a 30-to-1 ratio, up versus down. That is fantastic. Stock 144.55 on GameStop as we keep coming in through the GameStop trading. AMC up 30 cents to 9.14. If you're happy that GameStop is higher, then give us a thumbs up. That would be really cool today. Thanks for all your support. 144.69 on the GameStop shares. All right. Let's see. I think the Bruce Index is linked to GameStop. I'm staying here. This is awesome. Like 12 grand net a month from your membership. That's a nice paycheck. Keeps me going, guys. Takes the pressure off of me having to be a shareholder of any company. I can just talk. I could just do this. Visit with you and just work on my channel. It really takes the heat off. I appreciate all of you who are members of this channel. It says so much to YouTube that there is a YouTuber that is liked by his viewers. The engagement is huge. More people should discover this channel. That's what we're trying to do. Thank you, everybody. Keep up the good work. I'm working on it. I listen to YouTube daily while working. This channel is a great start to my morning, even if I didn't have any investment advice. Uncle Bruce shares our friends, not food. Uncle Bruce shares our friends. Okay, like you tell us, we're going to be very busy with our SPAC soon. Indeed, we are. Whoever leaves after the first month is a sucker. There's a lot of news coming out on your SPACs. They all will be changing their names. They're all going to change their stock symbols, and they're going to be coming out with a ton of press releases, which I will be updating you on every day. Stick around and enjoy the show. We are going to be busy, kids. 144.72, 145.40. Where are we going? I am ready to hold my Bruce membership because of the latest SPAC announcements. I was driving on the highway yesterday and someone cut me off. I blamed Tony. Adam, I am a gamer and very nostalgic person, Sonic Mario. I listen to the other YouTube channels, but here with Bruce is my home. Thank you, everybody. Entertainment and education with Uncle Bruce, well worth the price. Jane Doe, bagel upgrades. Awesome. I'm getting a new bagel. Hi, Jen. No bagels for Bruce for a while. His voice is just so soothing to the eyes. I've never heard him in person. Okay. What have we got going here? Give me a bagel, says Seth. Mitchell, bagel, D. Gray, if you bring bagels, I'll lower the drawbridge. Going to get a tasty new bagel, says Rares. What else are we at here? We're at 145.22 right now. Waiting for, it's official. Bernie Madoff has passed away at age 82 in prison. Let's see. What else is going on? Thumbs ups for Uncle Bruce. Does the bagel come with cream cheese? Not here. No, we don't do that.
No, Bruce doesn't like the cream cheese.
I'm not a big fan. I'm not a big fan of the cream cheese. I really am
I'll
not.
do the cream cheese.
Jen will do the cream cheese. On a cruise ship, I'll have cream cheese and lox on a bagel. I'll do that on a cruise ship. Yeah, because the cream cheese is fresh.
It's just there, begging to be eaten. It's just
The
there.
lox are fresh. I mean, it just came. It's like super fresh. I'll have it, but at home. Nope, I'll have it in the first 30 minutes. Second, third day, won't touch it anymore. It's too old. That's just me. Yeah, it's just me. I'm just goofy. Thank you, everybody. Hey, Jen, how you doing?
Just watching the rhubarb grow.
It's coming up, isn't it?
It's coming up.
We got
Another
this.
sure sign of spring.
We got this rhubarb plant in the corner of our backyard that every year we don't do anything to help it, ever, and it just explodes out of the ground.
We don't do anything to help the plum trees either.
We don't do anything to help our plum. We have 2 plum trees that are just
Never water them.
they're popping off 400 pounds of plums a year. We don't do anything to help it, and every year we're drowning in
We just
plums.
pick and eat.
Last year we had 5 boxes of plums at the end of our driveway one afternoon with a sign, "Free.
Please take me.
Take me. I'm free." And thankfully, after 3 hours, they were gone. People took them away. We can only use so many hundreds of pounds of plums a year, but
And
this.
there's still at the end. We still just shook off old dead plums.
We had a yard guy come out here to take away garbage bags of rotting plums. I mean, they just fall off, and it's unbelievable. It's
So
just
many plums.
too many plums. But yeah, this rhubarb, it explodes every year. It just explodes. And Jennifer harvests the rhubarb every year, and every year it grows back because it's in the ground. It just loves being where it is. It just explodes. So what can I say?
So you need to just learn to love strawberry rhubarb pie more.
See, if I liked it, it would be, but I don't. I don't like strawberry rhubarb pie. I'm not into that stuff.
But strawberry muffins, you'll eat those.
Strawberry
Because they got
muffins.
that brown sugar thing on top.
Your rhubarb muffins too,
Yes,
and because you got the brown sugar stuff on the top.
Those are-
146.12, 146.72 on GameStop. It won't go down.
I don't know if you need a bagel this morning. Do you need a bagel? I don't know.
Dying for a bagel. I am dying for a bagel. Just wondering today if I should have just the old standby grape jelly bagel today,
The classic.
but a nicely crispy toasted bagel, really nice and crisp,
Okay.
and then that the butter.
The
And
trick
the,
is,
grape jelly.
quality control doesn't always get that sweet spot between crisp
And burnt.
and char.
Yeah, we don't want to go too far. We don't go too far. That's exactly right.
I'll see what I can do.
Jen is awesome. Thank you so much. Fantastic. Messages coming in like crazy. What's going on here? Just another one of my many viewers letting us know that GameStop paid its debt off early. We all know. We knew this last night. It's great news. It is great news that GameStop has paid its debt off early. And yeah, we know that we know we've got all kinds of good things going on. Thank you everybody for your kind support. 146.91 now on GameStop. It's going up again. It did not come down to $112 a share. What's wrong? Why didn't this stock crap? Why didn't this stock crash like it always crashes? Is it truly oversold? I don't know. It did get down to this 144 what was it, 145, 144 level, 144.62. It seemed to have touched that. Now it's 146.50, so it's about $2 higher at 3.3 million. There's no stock coming in. There's no stock coming in for sale. There's no heavy volume here. 3.3 million isn't nothing. 146.50 is where we're at right now on the stock. We're gonna have to see this, how this goes. Up 179 on the Dow, up 6 points on S&P, and up 6 points on Nasdaq. So that's where we're at. The Dow is near its high, not at, but very close to its high here. Oil up $1.28, 146.73 now on GameStop. What is going to happen? It's bagel time here in Creston. What is going on? Bruce, is Canada letting in Americans yet? I don't think so. I don't think we are, not by ground, and I'm not sure about by air either. I'm not sure if you're allowed in. I think you might have to go to quarantine. You might have to have a business reason to come in. You can't come in for casual travel. I don't think so. There you go. We're not letting the Canadians in. I know that. I can't cross the U.S. border, not unless I fly in. I think I can fly in for pleasure, though, into these states. I think that's always been allowed, but I can't come back without going into 2-week quarantine or being negative tested or whatever the nonsense is. Just waiting for everything to come through. Hopefully it'll work out. What are we going to do without Uncle Bruce? What happens when we lose Uncle Bruce? Can we stay members but pay you directly? No. You have to become members through YouTube so that you are allowed to comment here through the YouTube system. You can certainly support me directly if you'd like through PayPal. Yes. But as far as the membership goes, it goes through the YouTube system. And that's just how that works. His real name is Brad. I'm just here for the badge, the financial discussion. It's just a bonus. I'm staying. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not letting go on to Bruce. I'm holding on to Bruce. How long for a diamond-colored bagel icon? I don't know. Something tells me that after a year or so or 2 years, YouTube will allow me to add new badges. Because right now I can only add up to 2 years. I can't go beyond 2 years in badge time. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, we'll see what's going on. They might make you into a crypto clout coin. Call it Bruce coin. You never know. You never know. Purple gain. Take my money, Uncle Bruce. I ain't going nowhere. As Bruce and Jen fans, we should all call ourselves Bruce Jenners. Bruce and Jen. We should all call ourselves Bruce Jenners. How about that? Never thought. Bruce Jenners. Oh, that's funny. I'm just looking at the CNBC to see what's going on with if there's anything going on with coin. That coin thing. No idea what's going on. 146.01. Welcome to the Bruce Jenner channel, the Bruce Jen channel. Oh my God, Diamond Hands with Uncle Bruce. I have had 4 people join your page from me, constantly preaching about you. Great knowledge. I appreciate the real news, not some sugar-coated treats my wife's boyfriend slips out the back door for me. Thank you, Bruce. You are part of my routine now. No, I'm not going anywhere. Thanks for waking me up each and every day. We're going to the moon here. Hi, Bruce. A word on IPOE. It's 1702, up 19 cents. Waiting for, and you know what I'm waiting for, the word that they're going to change into SoFi any day now, anytime. Not yet. Haven't seen it. Still waiting. I'm here. I'm ready, baby. I'm ready. What can I say? Is the sub price going to go up to $15? I haven't raised the price on the membership price. Maybe I should do that. Maybe I should bump it up to like $100 a person, and then maybe I only have like 5 of you, and I could easily handle your comments. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think I'm going to do that. Brittany Anderson is in the house. Hello, Mrs. Brittany Anderson. Too many thumbs down. So let's give Bruce a thumbs up. Now, there is a very wise person who knows what she is talking about. She absolutely understands it. We have 1,700 thumbs ups, which is really pitiful today. 72 on the downside. Boy, we could get up to 2,000 or 3,000 thumbs ups. That would be just really great. Brittany is even paying $5 to tell you guys to give me a thumbs up. I mean, what more encouragement do you need from a member who, someone who's paying us to tell you to get, I mean, Brittany, thank you so much for your undying support of both of my channels. I love you. Thank you so much. Guys, thank you for being here. It's fantastic. My kids and I listen to you as we have breakfast. How about that? Well, kids, tell mom and dad to give Bruce a thumbs up every day. Help him with his thumbs up count. Thank you, everybody, so much. Hey, Bruce, besides the SPACs you mentioned, do you have other stocks that you can talk about that you like? I like the channel because there's so many other stocks out there besides GameStop. Well, there'll be more. You'll find more from me. You just stand by. There'll be much, much more. KW, I have written call options on IPOE. What happens to those if they switch? Will contract name switch also? Yes, the options will change one for one. It'll just be a name change for you. That's the only change you'll notice. Your symbol will change. That's it. Baking. I ordered a burger yesterday from my favorite place, but they forgot the pickles. And who did I see at the grill? Tony. Tony, thanks a lot, Tony. Where are my pickles, man? Gage, IPOE climbing really nicely. It's at 1702, up 19 cents. Vector acquisition up a dime today. Nothing much else going on here. Vanik Vector's up 48 cents. IBM up 49 cents. The Dow up 193 again. Coming on. Let's see what happened. Which Tesla would you prefer to own? I've always wanted a Model S. I've always wanted the big sedan. But the cost of this vehicle is so onerous. In Canada, in Canada, it's a very expensive car to get. It's like $100. By the time you deck out the long range version, you're at $150,000 plus tax. That's another $7,500. You're pushing 160 G's for a new car. It's kind of scary to think about how much money that is. It's really crazy. What can I say? What can I say? Thank you, everybody. A random tree fact: the most common cause of tree mortality is overwatering from homeowners.
Oh.
See, well, we're doing really well with our tree. We don't give it any help whatsoever, and it's just flourishing back there.
I have a rose bush.
All
we do is cut it down.
We have a rose bush in the front of the house. All we do is cut it because it gets too big all the time. It just explodes. We don't water it. We don't help it anyway. It's incredible. Yeah, it survives the winters and survives us. It's unbelievable.
The Bruce Jenners.
The Bruce Jenners. Welcome to the Bruce Jenner channel with Bruce and Jen. Unbelievable. That was easy. Look what Bruce has right here. He's got himself a toasted bagel right now with grape jelly. Oh, I can't wait.
How's the toast?
It looks pretty good.
The toast is pretty good.
It's not bad. It could even be more. Could even be a little soft on the inside, but it's all good. I love it.
Well, if I cut down on the butter, it wouldn't be so soft on the inside.
That's true. 147.88 is the price of the stock as Bruce starts eating a bagel.
Okay.
147.88 is when Bruce starts eating the bagel.
A true test of the bagel. Oh. It's just terrible. Just terrible. Yeah.
That was easy.
Oh.
I think the first time I ever had a bagel was at your mom and dad's place. Thinking about bagels.
You were 21 years old when you had a bagel.
20. Yeah.
Wow.
22. I think so. Because, prairie folk don't eat bagels.
Not in those days. Not those church-going prairie folk. Little House on the Prairie folk, they weren't eating bagels, man.
They weren't eating bagels.
You didn't see Michael Landon eating a bagel on Little House on the Prairie in the 1800s.
It was armpit Alberta people. I get to call them that because that's me.
Oh. Being one of them.
Okay.
True.
I'm gonna go watch the raspberries grow.
Woohoo! Woohoo! Adam is saying, Bruce, if you make a tour stop in Philly, you can drive my dad's Tesla with or without his permission.
Tony gonna take care of that for you?
I would hate to be the guy in your dad's Tesla being pulled over by Philly cops because a report came out that my car's been stolen. And here's this guy from Creston, British Columbia, sitting in a Tesla in Philadelphia with no papers. Oh, I would not want to be that guy. No way. No, thank you. Sarah's got a good comment here. I'm going to be buying a bunch more stuff for my garden with GameStop attendees. Got all kinds of stuff growing in my garden already. Blueberries, raspberries, tayberries, onions, tomatoes, peppers, parsnips. Oh, that's awesome. Sarah, that sounds so good. You should be making plum jam. We just, it all harvests in weeks, and then you have to deal with it for hours and hours and hours. And it's just too much work. I mean, we really can't handle it all. We're surrounded by orchards with plums all around us, peaches, pears, apples, apricots, cherries, strawberries. These plum trees are like, they're everywhere. It's incredible. They really go. Anyway, there you have it. Let's see. I'm not a fan of rhubarb, says T-Lane. I wish GameStop was big tech. Please send those recipes to my wife, says Carrie. Jen, please send those recipes. Rhubarb is like Sour Patch Kids celery. I've never had one. My 99-year-old grandma used to make rhubarb pie with brown sugar. Oh, yeah, that's something else. The classic grape jelly boost is what's on right now. His real name is Bruce Bagelfeld. I tried jelly. I tried the jelly on my cinnamon raisin the other day. Oh, amazing. Bagel's got to be crisp. Jennifer Aniston is awesome. Yes, indeed. That sounds so good. Butter and grape jelly or jam. Never figured out that one out, but there's a difference. Jelly is thinner and lighter. Jam is thicker. It's a more thicker consistency. This is not a good idea. You don't want to spam Elon Musk to get Bruce a Tesla. That's not a good idea. No. Thank you for the thought, but no. Oh, my. It's not a meme, it's a revolution. Let's see what's going on here. What's going on? I want to pay for the wood to build a load of new planters to grow even more plants, says Sarah. There you go. We're at 148.84. What's the update on the membership? There is no update other than to tell you, starting on Friday, you'll be able to renew your membership for a second month, and if you do, you get a new colored bagel beside your name. Your logo color will change, I think, to green. Every month, first month, second month, it changes, signifying your seniority. Not yet. No, man. Laugh out loud. Bruce Jenner's Unite. Bruce Coinan. Leave that alone. What's going on with GHVI today? Is it not trading? GHVI is at 1294, 1296 right now. It's trading. 246,000 shares. It's trading. I still see it there. GameStop 148.91 again. Coming up. You should do an occasional comic book door prize giveaway to members only. Yeah, Jen going, ooh. Thumbs ups, everybody, for Bruce. Bruce, the shills are really mad with you for not taking their check and then bashing them the last 2 days. We're at 150. We're now 150. Bruce and Jen will live on a cruise ship with membership fees one day. Wouldn't that be something? I could do a live show from the cruise ship every day and talk to you from there. Thank you, Alba Reeves. Thank you. Thank you, NSB. Plum Markets with Bruce. Colin wants to know, peanut butter, crunchy or creamy?
Oh,
Creamy. Creamy for Jen.
unless you're making peanut butter cookies. If you're making peanut butter cookies, you need crunch.
You're making the cookies. Gotta go crunchy. Okay. 151 on GameStop. We're going up. John Van, I hit thumbs ups every day. We now have 1,900 thumbs ups and only 81 thumbs downs. Thank you so much for these thumbs ups, you guys. They're free for you to hand out, but they're incredibly valuable to YouTubers. It just shows we, in effect, are showing YouTube how important this channel is to the YouTube community. And the higher the thumbs up count goes, the more people will be sent to this channel for the first time ever. And that's how I get discovered, mainly is by word of mouth. Those of you who are subscribing to this channel, I cannot thank you enough. Please consider subscribing to this channel if you haven't already. It really helps the analytics as well. We're at 2,000 thumbs ups right now. We just broke 2,000. $154. Woohoo! I'm putting up the knee emojis. Knee. Keep it going. 155. Knee. You got to hit the knee emojis. You got to do that. Here they come. The knees are coming in. A herd of knees. 154.76. Very good. Very good. We're at a new high, or approaching a new high here. 156.41 was the high. We are pushing this around right now. 155.05 on 4.2 million. That's all it is. 4.2, and it's moving higher because there is no stock for sale. As I said this morning, you bring in 20 million buyers who follow this story, who watch this on Wall Street Bets, on Reddit, all the social media sites. There's at least 20 million people who follow the GameStop story all the time. 10 shares of buying from every one of you guys. The stock is $2,000 a share. It's out of here. It is so out of here. It's now 150, 461, 1362 today. AMC at 928, up 43 cents. Vector Acquisitions up 6 cents. NavSite up 2 cents. IPOE up 22. Gores Holdings unchanged. VGAC Virgin Group up a penny. Starboard down a penny. Fortress down 3 pennies. The Dow up 201 points. Good sign there. The Dow is moving higher. Let's see how much it's got behind it. S&P up 6. NASDAQ up 2. The Dow is finally leading the charge here right now. That's what's going on here. Cryptocurrencies, 63,000 on Bitcoin. I don't know. The indicated price for coin whatever, 340 is the indicated price. I wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot cattle prod. But that's just me because I'm old and I am not into this stuff. I have a tough time justifying even $250. I just am not into it, and I apologize for those of you who would look to me for cryptocurrency guidance. I can't give you any. I'm just not your guy. Chris, I saw on Reddit that Ann Hand could be in consideration for CEO. Is she chairman president at Super League Gaming Incorporated? Wouldn't that be interesting? Again, folks, I just, there is so much speculation on this stock that the right CEO could drive this market to unbelievable numbers. Unbelievable. Mr. T, Bruce, a bee stung my bottom, and now my bottom's big. It happens, Mr. T. Eric, new member. We got Eric in here as a new member. Welcome aboard, my friend. Nice to have you here. I'm glad you could make it, and I'm really glad you can see us today. I'm very pleased that you joined us. Thank you, Sharon, for that message. I know what you're saying. I know it's out there. And we're doing what we can as best we can, if we can. It's not easy with what's going on out there, but yes, I hear you, Sharon. What's going on that? That's a private message to you from me, and I am aware of it. And we're gonna keep trying to combat it, but sometimes easier said than done. Over here, oh my gosh, Eric, thank you for joining us as a new member. We are growing every day with new members. Absolutely incredible. I am honored that you're all here. 152.68 on GameStop. What is going to happen here? What's going to happen with the CEO search? This really, this could really go insane. Jake, there were big rumors last month about SLG, GG, and AN, and it could just be as well as misinformation, but I have no idea if this helps the stock or why not. Again, folks, I don't know. It could be, we don't know who it could be. It really could be, it really could be something else. Bruce, do you put the same effort into this channel like you would have if we were your clients in your broker days? Oh gosh. When I was a stockbroker, 24/7, I lived and breathed it 24/7, and I needed to lived in an apartment building with Jennifer that had a steam room in it. It had a jacuzzi in it, and I was in there 5 out of 7 days. I would be in there just to try to relax and unwind and get over it. But the worst nights for me as a stockbroker, Sunday nights. They were the worst. Sunday nights, because Monday morning markets are opening. So all day, like Saturday, I would be reading all kinds of reports about reports that would come out on Friday. Sunday, I would desperately try to do something to get my mind off the market. So Jen and I would go to a movie on Sundays, or we'd go to her folks' place and visit with them. But Sunday night, right around 6, 7 o'clock in the evening. It would get dark in the wintertime, and I would be all wound up, and I'd have trouble sleeping Sunday nights. Definitely have trouble. And then Monday morning, here we go. We're back at it. And in the office, I'd be in the office an hour before the market even opened, at least. And it was just, I was happiest during market hours because it was at least activity and you could engage with your clients and do your thing. But Sunday nights were terrible, just terrible. Yeah, I would be all over the markets with you guys. Unbelievable. What can I tell you? What can I say? I called for the price action perfectly so fall. Should see run up to 160s at any time. Well, we're at 151.89. Let's go. Let's go. Best advice ever. Oh, same reason why day traders jump out when they think they don't have control. You're all hearing again why he doesn't trade. Listen to the schedule and stress management required. Let's see here. Jane Doe, can't wait. Jen is saying can't wait for our one-on-one this weekend. I'm looking forward to my one-on-ones. I got a bunch of them lined up this weekend. It certainly helps get me through the weekends. Saturdays and Sundays, visiting with you folks one-on-one. I get to talk about the whatever you want to go over and talk about what's happening in your world and what the what the future could be and where we're at with everything. And I really enjoy these one-on-one sessions with you guys, and I thank you all of you for calling me out, getting me out to come out to be with you. It's fantastic. 152.41 is where we're at with the stock right now. Let's see, where is it going? When is it going? How far is it going? The volume today on GameStop, 4.8 million shares. Where is the sell-off? Where is this absolute massive short sell attack that we've been expecting every day for 2 weeks? Where is it? It's got to come. Maybe it'll come in later. I don't know. I haven't seen it yet. Coinbase, is it trading now? Has it traded? I don't know. Let's see what's happening. My weekends are so boring without GameStop. Let's go here. Chris Wood, supposedly with Cohen being in Culver City, he would have been in close proximity to both Elon Musk and Ann Hand. Pure speculation, of course. The slope on buy. Damn boy, look at that slope. Alexa, play Push It by Salt and Pepper. Coin is not open yet, apparently. It's not open yet. It was indicating a 340 last I heard. I'm not sure. Not following it necessarily. It's not in my wheelhouse. We're at up 213 on the Dow, up 7.7 on S&P, up 10.5 on NASDAQ. Good day going across the board. Up $10 on GameStop, $10.50 a share at 151.51. Waiting for the stock to make up its mind. Is there going to be a sell wave coming in on GameStop, or is it going to go straight up today from here? What is it going to do? We're going to figure this out. What is going to happen here? A lot of speculation on the markets. Waiting for Coinbase or whatever it's called to start trading. Let's see what Coin wants to do. Coinbase. Let's see. That's what I got. 152.30 on the stock. 9.35 on AMC. Up 51 cents. Good to see AMC a little higher here. We ain't selling. Coinbase showing $350 a share right now is what Coinbase seems to be showing for the marketplace on Coinbase. Well, I'm not into it. What can I tell you? It's just not my thing with regard to Coinbase. Coinbase. I don't know, kids. It's one of those things. I would really, what I would prefer they do? Split this 10 for 1 and come out at 25. Don't come out at 250. Don't come out at 350. It's very difficult. I mean, to buy a 100 share board lot, next to impossible. To be able to write contracts, option contracts, you got to have 100 shares. You've just killed the retail investor out of here. I don't know. Just saying. What can I say? And well, we'll see what it's going to do. Right now, Coinbase still waiting for an indication of trading. Not yet trading, not yet open. And CNBC is talking about Johnson & Johnson vaccines. 152.58 on GameStop, and that's where we are right now. AMC at 934 at 50 cents. Mr. T, thank you. Bruce, have you heard that Mrs. Puggy Woogie has a square cut? What? No. But I don't know if I can read that. I don't know if I want to read that. I got to be careful. I'm not sure if I want to go there. It's a little too close. 154 on GameStop is what we're showing right now. 154 on GameStop, up $13. There's a wall up to 155 apparently. 154.48 is where it's at right now. Will it go through 155? Will it get through 155 like butter or not? What is going to happen with GameStop here any moment? 154.48 volume now approaching what do we got? 5 million shares. That's all. This shouldn't be an issue. 155 should be gone. We should be going right through that. Yep. 155.38. It's gone right through 155. Read the tongue twister. No, I'm not doing it. No. Yeah. He ain't going to get bamboozled. 155 is gone like butter, like hot knife through soft butter. It's gone. 154. It went through 155. It can go higher now. Will it hit a new high? The high of the day, 156.41. Will it hit a new high and go for 160 today and beyond? It can easily do it. Tony, says Jen. Like butter. We went through it. It's now 153.65 as it sort of quickly consolidates. Let's see what it does. The bagel worked today, that's for sure. 217 on the gain on the Dow. 154 on GameStop. 154 on the GameStop. What's it gonna do? What you gonna do? How much higher is it gonna go? Thank you for the 2,100 thumbs ups today, guys. I appreciate these. 84 on the downside. We got a nice ratio up to down versions today. Thumbs ups versions. Thank you. Appreciate it very much. We have 3,300 of you watching. Thank you for hanging out. Appreciate that too. 154.10, 154.06. We are jumping around here. 156.40 or so is the high of the day. We're only a couple of bucks away from the high of the day. Will it go through that and go higher? That is the question. Let's see what it wants to do. I got my 10 today on the dip. Have you read the news stories on this? It won't affect these SPACs. It won't affect the SPACs you have. Not at all. Chris Wayne, butter. Sell pressure consolidating at 160. Is there enough selling at 160 to stop it to get through there? Or will it go through there like butter? I simply can't catch the Bruce with my shenanigans, says Mr. T. I just can't get him. 157 now, someone's saying. 156.50, someone is saying. It's going to go higher. Is that true? I'm still showing 154.98, not showing it at 156. Will it go through and hit a new high of the day? That is the question. It has every possibility, but will it do it? If 20 million people buy 10 shares each, this is long gone. It's long gone. The hedge funds will be wiped out. Wouldn't that be fun? Let's see what's going on. Walls, Bruce, they're selling walls. Their attacks are few and far between today. They won't be able to keep us under 155 again. 155.89. We're going higher. We're going higher right now. We're going higher. 156.41, 156.87. We just broke the new high like butter. Going up to 157 like butter. Almost there. Almost at 157 like butter. Gonna go through it. New high of the day. Volume is, I don't know if it's picking up very much, but we've got 5.3 million, 300,000 just came in. Buying volume is coming in. Oops, buying volume. Oh my goodness, 157.16. We just went through it. We're going through 157 like butter. We're heading out of 158 here, 157.97. Going to 158. Is it going to go through 158 like butter? It did. It just did it. 158.51. The stock is on a run right now. We are on the way higher here, 158.25, 5.4 million traded, another 100,000 just came in. There is buying coming in on this stock aggressively. This stock is moving and it will keep moving. There is nothing for sale. 158.25, 158.66. It's going to go higher. Might break 160 at any time the way this is going. Would not want to be a shorter of this stock. I just would not want to be shorter. Bruce, check out Anthony Noto, CEO of SoFi, tweeted a week or so again that it could still be 3 to 6 weeks process, filing S4 form with SEC, waiting for approval. He'll tell us what he thinks, but he doesn't know for sure. I'm waiting for it at any time. Waiting for 165 next stop is what we're looking for. There are selling walls at 160.65. More buying pressure, ladies and gentlemen, coming in on this stock. That is what's happening on GameStop. It is up 113.50 now to 157 higher, almost 158. Coming on with more volume, 5.5 million. Another 200,000 just came through in the last 3 minutes. We're pushing 158.68 for the high, and it is just about there, 158.56. It's going higher. It's going to go to 160 here. It is coming on. How much higher will it go? 159, they're saying. They're saying it's trading at one. It is 159.28. It is over 159. It's going down to 160. How much will it blow through 160? It just did it. 160 trade on the stock right now. $160 a share on 5.63 million. Just touched $160 a share on GameStop. $18, $19 gain on the day right now. Moving higher on GameStop. AMC 952 looking better as well. Mr. T trying to get me again. Brucey, back in the day, I sold used cars, but one afternoon I lost 6 sets of keys. Put simply, believe it or not, I had I had 6 stick shifts stuck shut. Wow, 160 like butter. 160 like butter. The knee emojis are out. 160 like butter. We touched it. We hit it. We nailed it. Oh, I think we're going to go higher on this GameStop. Don't let these 157.58 quotes fool you. We're going higher, and it is coming on. The volume now, 5.8 million on the day, and GameStop is going higher. And Mr. T is trying to give me tongue twisters. What can I tell you? It's what it is. Knee emojis, butter, knee, and buzzes. It's all happening.
That was easy.
That was easy. 160 was easy. Right through there. We're coming on big time. We have 2,100 thumbs ups. Thank you, everybody, for breaking the 2,000 barrier.
That was easy.
We have 85 on the thumbs downs. The neat emojis are coming out like you cannot believe all over the site. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Having fun here with the emojis and the butters. We're the buzzers. We're going nuts. 158.29, going higher and higher and higher on GameStop. We were at 132 yesterday morning for a moment. Now 158.29. We touched 160 and beyond. Mr. T. Okay, that's it. I give up, guys. I'm out of here. Thank you, Mr. T, so much. Thank you. We are going higher on the stock. How much higher is the question? Will 175 be in play today? Will 200 plus be in play tomorrow? I don't know. Who's going to be the new CEO? What kind of buzz will that cause? What kind of reaction will this Wall Street have as it understands the fact that GameStop has just called in all their debts? They have no debts outstanding as of the 30th this month. They're all paid off. The stock could be well undervalued here because of what's going on. But again, there are analysts out there saying it's worth $10 a share and it's a sell. So how about that? Who's right? The analyst at 10 or you folks at 158.65? Remember, if the Reddit crowd, the Wall Street bet people, gang up with 20 million of them, and they come in here and buy 10 shares each of this stock, This stock is over $2,000 a share. It's just that simple. $159.99 right now is the stock price on GameStop. $160.79 right now, a new high of the day on GameStop. It's traded 6 million shares. It is going higher through the 160 range, looking to go to 161. There it is, 169.27. Another new high trade of the day. The stock is on a roll. It's going higher. If GameStop goes to 1,000 a day, if you can say this right on your first try, the sixth sheep sick. Oh my gosh, I don't know if I did it. 162.29. We're going higher. We're going after that 165 wall now. 162.50, going higher, up $21 a share. It is so over shorted that it has got a slingshot attached to it. This stock is on a roll, and it is unstoppable if enough of you folks buy into the idea that 20 million of you buying 10 shares each, it's gone to 2,500 a share. It's just that simple. We'll find out. 162.84. It is going higher quickly. I bought 200 shares. I bought 10 shares today. I bought 1,000 more. Feel like I'm on a horse race. Not even here yet. 163. They're saying it is 163. Just broke 163. I'm going to buy some more toilet paper just in case. Eat another bagel. Walter, you could offer tours on a cruise ship, 2 sessions a day. You'd explain in the markets, and in the evening you could sing for us on stage. Yeah, like that's a holiday. That's a relaxing holiday for me. Thanks a lot. Sky's the limit. Past 200, boys and girls. If you got room to buy, now is the time. 161.46. The stock is going higher. What did you put on that bagel, Uncle Bruce? What happened today? We were at 148 when I ate the bagel. We're now at 161. I bought 51 shares this week. I'm up now to 651 shares. It's going higher. Bought 29 more yesterday. It's going higher. Apparently, I should eat trick bagels every day. 200 more here. Anyone else feel like they buy food that it's taking away from GameStop purchases? Dave, they're selling at 165, 70, 180, and 85. Yeah, that could be taken out in 20 minutes. It wouldn't take much. Bruce, I should have bought at 133 yesterday. Bruce, did you know that people are referring to you on the Yahoo Finance section called reactions on GameStop conversation? They're referring to you in the Yahoo Finance section called reactions on GameStop conversation. I'm glad to hear it, I suppose. I don't know. I'm just saying, could be a little low on the stock right here. There's a whole bunch of short positions out there. And I can tell you that if there truly are 200 plus million shares out there, when there should only be 70 million, those shares have now gone up in today alone, approximately $4 billion in value today. Because of $22 stock gain today on 200 plus million shares, that means the shares that are out there trading out there are worth 4.4 billion more right now. If you're short this stuff, if you're short 150 million shares total, if you're part of the group that's short all this paper, either directly or indirectly or through failure to deliver or through naked writing, you guys are upside down right now, $3.3 billion today and climbing because it's now up $24 a share. It's going higher, and there is no stopping this stock once it goes. This is wide open to 2,500 a share if enough buying comes in to pick it off. 163.79. Just your Uncle Bruce giving you some advice. Buy your stock back and don't be shorting this stuff. Looks like we broke 165. Someone's saying 165 is gone. The 175 wall is consolidated now to 180. We have them on the run. The sellers are backing off. They're running away. Seatbelts, everybody. We've got the hedgies on their heels right now, up to 164.40, $23 gain on the day. Bruce, you're reminding me of my dad. He was a branch manager for Bach for 40 years. Right on. Buy and hold. Buy and hold. I hope that's a good thing. Today, 2,500 today. That's where it's going. Became Prudential Bach. Interesting. Also, DFV has 50,000 shares to exercise at $12 this Friday to add more fuel to the fire. 163.95, up $23 a share. We're going higher, much higher. and it's accelerating. Volume now 6.9 million. We had 1 million go through in the last 20 minutes, at least 1 million in 20 minutes, maybe more. Buying pressure coming in. Short sellers should be on the run here, and they better get in here quick because this is going to run. The question I have is, when will brokerage firms who are carrying huge naked short positions for clients on failure to deliver, when will they step in and say enough's enough? You either cover your stock or you deliver paper in here in 24 hours because we're not carrying anymore, because up 20 plus bucks a share, we, the brokerage house, are on the hook if you don't pay, if you don't deliver. This thing can have unlimited upside. That's the issue right there. A 170 wall is forming right now. You shouldn't 185 wall me, my brother. 185 wall me once, just one time. It's going to be $1 bajillion. Well, we'll see how that goes. We'll see. I got my second batch of 10 shares today. Where's Tony? He's missing the party. Oh, he's here. He's watching. He's on the phone. He's with me. What happened to Roaring Kitty and others exercise their call options and scoop up a bunch of stock? Remember, all contracts that were at 130, 135, 140, 145, 150, 155, 160, they're all in the money right now. These are now all in the money. They weren't in the money yesterday when the stock was 132. They're all in the money now. The contracts die in 2 days for this week. And all these contracts all the way up to 160 are now all in the money. If this keeps going, we got a whole bunch more contracts getting into the money. It just amplifies the upside. And as I said earlier, 20 million buyers, each want to buy 10 million shares each. This stuff's at 2,500 a share. It's just gone. Short sellers now need to change their shorts. Let's see what's going to happen. This could be a lot of fun. Could be another 10,000 stock. The short just checked out. DFE is a smart man. I think there's a reason he chose 416. Let's see what else is going on. Here we go. Send out a search party for Tony. Last time I checked, it was around 8 million shares this Friday. If all contracts up to 250 strike get exercised, I don't know how many that is. Dave, 180 wall moved to 170 now. Push the trading price down $5. 160.97 can easily be taken out. Irish Cowboy, why do I get the feeling that for the unknown reason, for the coin stock trading date delay from March was a hedge play to distract people from buying into GameStop today? Could be covering some stock today. You never know. Mike, buy now while you can, guys and dolls. Here come the day traders. Jeremy, what's up with VGAC? What is up with VGAC? It is at $10 a share. It is a bargain at $10 a share. You're buying into Richard Branson's SPAC, and you can pay the same price he's paying for his SPAC. He's buying $25 million of that stuff. The minute the deal's going through, he's buying another $25 million personally of his own SPAC at this price. Why don't you take a ride with this guy? What can I say? Check out DFV's latest tweet. I'm laughing here. Tony should send a message to make the stock go up. Tony, send us a message to make the stock go up. $170 wall moved to 167.50, 161.01 on the stock, up $20 right now. Liz, oh my God, do I finally see some green thingies? Diamond Dawn is coming. TD Ameritrade, breaking news. GameStop options trading volume is way up. Oh, hello. No kidding. The stock is up $20 a share, and the option market wakes up on GameStop. What do you think is going on? Yes, covering everywhere. Oh, panic. That could mean the shares could go much, much higher than this. If the options market is exploding, the GameStop shares could explode to the 180s, 190s today. That could easily happen. Let's see what's going on. Just, trying to follow what's going on here. Boy, oh boy, DFV's tweet is hilarious. Sir Bruce, is it wrong to say that when they bring the stock down, the RSI is not really moving, but as soon as it goes up, it moves into oversold territory? I'm not sure how to read that. These indicators are kind of quirky. I just see that there are way more buyers than sellers, and I know that if the retail investors out there have had enough of the shenanigans of what's been going on with GameStop, they need only buy 10 shares each. And as an army of 20 million of you, stocks at $2,500 a share. It's just that simple. Hundreds of billions in losses to the hedge funds, hundreds of billions in gains to you. You just have to mass up the army and pick it up. That's all you got to do. What can I say? GameStop isn't good for my blood pressure. That you shall not pass. Anyone else no longer fazed by price in either direction? Have you kind of gotten over it? 164. Bruce should grow. Bruce should grow a Gandalf beard. Harry met Sally, big O screen, laughing out loud. This is what happens if there's no shenanigans going on. The stock goes to the moon. When there's no short selling shenanigans, it just goes straight up. 164.65. It's going higher. Crazy volume. We're going higher. Volume now 7.7 million buying power. It's coming in. The buying power is coming in. Look out. Look out. Tony, I'm here. Apes was in a quick Zoom meeting with Ryan. I'm here. Tony's here. Tony's here. He's with you. It's going higher. 164.28. It's going higher. 165.65 was the top. We're going higher. I'm surprised they haven't suspended it yet. 7.7 million traded. 165 on the stock, going higher. Let's see here. I'll have what she's having. There you go. Butter. The stock is going to go higher. We're at 164.28 right now on the stock. The high of the day today. 165.65. I don't think that's going to last much longer. I think we're going through that at any time. This stock is moving higher. I'm here, Apes. Yep, he is here. He's watching. Tony is here. He's with us. Not to worry. Tony's with us. Here we go. Take that, Tony. Hi, Tony. Gandalf's beard. I see had a mirror. The SEC will not halt this. 1,000, I'll move out. 10,000, I'll buy a house. 100,000, I'll move countries. 1 million, I'm moving to the moon. 163.24. Do not be surprised if we get another run here. Bruce just looked at the options board. November calls all the way up to $800 are no less than $10 per contract and way higher for the lower prices between today's price and 800. They know something. Exactly. Why are the premiums rising on every single call contract of GameStop simultaneously? What's going on? The writers of the contracts are backing off and asking a higher premium for the calls because of the demand of buyers who have a suspicion that the shares are about to pop big time. That is what's going on. The options market is telegraphing it by showing the spreads of these premiums rising dramatically. Very interesting developments here. Stock is perhaps going much, much higher. Very interesting stuff going on. My champagne's on ice. Chino, what the hell? I knew it was going to go to crazy. Just logging in at 30,000 feet on the plane. That's not much volume yet, is it? I can't wait till volume kicks in. We are right now trading of 8 million shares traded today. We're going to have more shares traded today than yesterday. Coin, what are you doing? Why is it punctuality and planning no longer valued? Welcome, everybody, to the show. Olivia's saying, hi, friends. Here comes the run, little darling. If you bought Dogecoin, you could come with me to the moon. That's what we've been saying. Bruce, if this thing moons, I'll get a share for you, brother. Let's see where we're at. Hey, Bruce, I just set my subscription to AutoPay. I'll be with you for as long as you will have me. No, thank you, Godlike. Appreciate that. 163 right now on the stock. Let's see what's going on here. Kaboom. We are going higher, higher and higher. Olivia, I'm late, but I made it. Fantastic. How much do you think this price for VGAC will change once the merger is completed? Well, with $950 million in their bank account, the minute they start trading, I think they're going to be busy, and I think you're going to like what you see. But you gotta own it to enjoy it. Let's touch 168 soon. We'll see. 161.76, 162.32, 8.1 million traded. Another 100,000 in the last 3 minutes have just come through. That's what's going on here. We're going higher. We're going higher. Very interesting. Very interesting. Save Tony. I've just done some research. Have him go to the source code, and he'll need to type the following: up, up, down, down, left, right, BA, start. That should fix all of his issues right there. Fantastic. Fire Flyers. Been in for 250 shares of GameStop for 2 months. Just went all in now. 511 shares at 157 average. Godspeed Apes. 162 on the stock right now, going higher. I don't care what haters and Reddit idiots are saying. Bruce has kept us calm through drops with solid reasons to hold long term, and that makes a huge difference. I'm in for another month. 162.29 on volume now of 8.11 million, 8.16 million. Another bunch of stock just went through here. What is going on, kids? This stock looks like it's going higher. I'm just gonna say, I think it's going higher. My grandma is so excited. GameStop is going up, and she just had a tooth through her lip, because she sat down on her fake teeth. Gosh. David, yes, you'll need 100 shares to trade any kind of options. Bruce, do you think that the last 2 weeks they beat down the price to jump in? Kevin, I just think the shorters have been trying to get this market to go down. They've been trying to crush it. But there's a point in time where they won't be able to do it anymore. And this might have been it. Maybe at 132, that was the low. I was waiting this morning in the first 40 minutes for the stock to crap out. Didn't happen. Now we got all this buying coming in. I mean, a wave of buying is coming into this stock. The company announced last night paying off their debt at the end of the month. They're debt-free at the end of the month. They still have cash in the bank. They're looking for a new CEO. The rumors are flying as to who it could be. The CEO coming into this company could be of such a reputation that the stock will just take a shot from that alone. Just that, let alone the people that will be brought in with the CEO. Remember, CEOs come in, and then they bring in their lieutenants. So you bring in a top-notch person who starts bringing in more top-notch talent. Watch out. Just watch out. What can I tell you? The stock, you should not be short this stock. You do not want to be short this stock. Anyway, there you have it. Bruce saved me from the FUD. I'll be a member for a long time to come. After this Moons, I'm going to schedule one-on-one with Bruce every week just to eat bagels with the guy. Double bottom forming. YOLO, another 4,000. Oops, GameStop. LOL, LRP, the 420.23 April calls I was looking for the lulls have doubled in price since yesterday. They have doubled in price on the options. Watch out, kids. Call options are surging in premium pricing. That is a harbinger of movement. Thumbs up for Bruce. Thank you, everybody. This is a harbinger of things to come, and the stock could be in for one heck of a run here. 2,300 thumbs ups now. Thank you. 89 on the downside. Keep those thumbs ups coming in, guys. I really appreciate it. 163.04 on the stock right now, moving higher and probably going to a new high here in moments, the way it's running. 164 now on the stock. The high of the day, 165.65. $1.65 away from the high of the day. We are coming higher. Coin is now indicating 355. If this stock hits 200, it's going to 300. Let's see. Are you saying neat to that old little Tony out there? 164.35. We're $1.25 away approximately from the high of the day. Coming on right now on GameStop. 164.72. 8.47 million traded. The volume is picking up on the stock as it's going higher, and the option premiums are taking off on GameStop. That's what's going on here. The options market is sensing it, forecasting a significant move on GameStop because the option premiums are surging higher today across the board, all the way up to 800 a share. Contract premiums are rising even up there. Just so you know, 163.87 up 22.88 right now on the stock. What is going to happen here? Uncle Bruce, you only got 7 minutes left. What are you going to do? Carrie's going, whoa, Jane Do just blow my mind. Bagel Power, that's what we got going on. 164.08 up 23.09. This is what is happening on GameStop. It is going higher. I love it whenever I go back to work. The price goes up. This is fantastic. Forgot to give you a thumbs up. Now it's done, my good man. Another thumbs up's coming in. We're now at 2,300 thumbs ups, everybody. Thank you so much for the 2,300 thumbs ups. We have incredibly got 90 thumbs downs on a day when AMC is up 82 cents a share and GameStop is up $24 a share. I still get 90 thumbs downs. Talk about hatred. It is out there. It is real. 165.01 on GameStop. We are down only 64 cents from the high of the day. We're at 65.50. We're now pennies away from a new high on GameStop. 165.99, new high of the day right now. We're going to go through 166 momentarily. And now watch what will happen. Will we go to 170 quickly or what? 166.70 on GameStop. Volume 8.8 million. Stock is on a roll. Contracts are going higher in value for call contracts. Put contracts are getting wiped out. Couldn't happen to nicer people who thought the stock was going down. 167, 167.74, going higher quickly, up 26.75 on GameStop. Will we break 168? Could happen at any time. 167.74 right now, 8.8 plus million shares as we are climbing a 168. They're saying, yep, 168.27. We're up another dollar. We're running. NASDAQ seems not to want to go over 14,000, stalled out just shy. 167.74, 168.96, going to 169. We're going for 169 and then 170. Will we take out 170? Will be the next question. We took out the 167.50 selling wall, whatever that was. That's gone. 8.8 million volume now coming on this morning. Coming on 169. They're saying 168.83, 169. They're saying we're trading like butter. It's coming. It's coming higher. 169.44 now headed for 170 a share. We might break through 170 at any moment. We'll see what kind of resistance level is sitting there, if there is any. 8.82 million from what I can tell you is the volume. I think my volume is behind on at the moment, but that's what I've got right now. Lots of activity here on the stock, trading very actively. 167.74 last trade on GameStop. 167.68. Whoo-wee, get ready, guys. We are rolling. There's 175.80 and 185 selling wall, says Dave. Let's see here. Can't eat any more bagels. I'm stuffed. I ate at 148. I had a bagel at 148. It's 169. Not a bad run. 169.08 right now. I'm showing on it. What is it going to do? 169.24. It looks like it wants to get through 170 awful fast. 169.46. 8.82 million. We're going to hit 9 million shares of volume. 169.72 coming on again. That's taking out all the resistance without any problem at all. It is just buying it up. 169.88. 12 cents away from $170 a share. Wow, what volume? 9.3, 500,000 just came through on the volume side. 169.62. Coming on very aggressively, 168.94. The shorts are getting taken to the cleaners right now. They're getting hit very hard today. Will it go through 170? It's 169.06, 169.34. We're jumping around here quite a bit, and we have got volume going through now. 9.4 million just going through this morning. 169.65 coming on. 169.72 again coming on. It looks like it wants to break the 170 barrier. Could it happen at any moment? Can you make a Stocks with Bruce money clip for app of our earnings today, please? Could you do that? Let's follow it. 170.43 like butter. Hot knife through soft butter. 170 gone on GameStop. 171.39. It's going up $30 a share on 9.5 million volume. The stock is running aggressively now. 173 a share, going up again. Do not be short this stock. If every shareholder out there, all 20 million of you follow this thing, you each buy 10 shares, it'll go to $2,500 a share. It's 172.67 right now on the stock. 172.67 on 9.76 million volume. We just had a million go through in like 3 minutes. It is really coming on. and it is climbing aggressively. Very interesting what's happening here. Every once in a while we get a little wave back, and a wave higher and a wave higher. The stock is going up. It's going up. 170.13 right now on the stock. This is what's happening. Welcome. Holy moly, this is fun, says Tanya. Numbers are fun. What can I tell you? Coming up to the 3-hour mark. I'm going to have to get off the air here. I got to get a break. 171.47. Unbelievable run on this stock. We got 2,500 thumbs ups right now, 94 thumbs downs. Like I said, still 94 people giving us thumbs downs with a stock up $31 a share. What can I say? Do what I can. Can what I do. I don't know what else to tell you, kids. We're going higher. That much I can tell you. We're going higher. There's a 175 wall. It backed off. The 175 wall got out of there. They didn't want to be taken out at 175 because the buying is stronger than thought. The volume is stronger than thought. 10 million traded now. 10 million traded on this stock. It's going higher. Boy, it's unreal. You can't go sorry. You have to stay with us. I hear you. It's a staircase going to 200. This stock market thing is the best idle game I've ever played. Bruce, we're not leaving, so you're not leaving. Please don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. 4,100 viewers right now are here. A nice little crowd showing up. It's nice to have you here. Thank you for the thumbs ups, everybody. We appreciate it. Bruce, you can't leave. I'm in at 155, 155 shares at 152. Hey, Uncle Bruce, I have an idea. Why not have your break with us here hanging out? Get your lunchbox ready and stay and just chill with us. As soon as this little bit plays out, I'm back in. Uncle Bruce in overtime in the green on GameStop, and green badge for me tomorrow. That's right. The badges start changing shortly. Your membership badges will start changing color. You're going to be getting those green badges for your second month of becoming a member of this channel. Thank you, all of you who are members of this channel. Appreciate all of you who have joined us, and keep your eyes open for special announcements for members only every once in a while whenever anything breaks. Like yesterday and like a couple of days ago, we had a few announcements come out on GameStop and a few other things. Who are we having fun here? If we get 3,500 likes, Bruce can't leave. It's as simple as that. Bruce, stop looking at all that stuff. You cannot make everyone happy. Enjoy the ones that are happy with you now, as we are. We're loving it. Can you smell it, Bruce? Bruce, it smells like butter. It smells like butter around here. It smells like warm butter on popcorn. It smells so nice. Where's the wizard? He said if it hits 200, Bruce gets a $10,000 sticker. Vic, what's going to happen to Bruce if this to get Bruce to say? What do we have to get Bruce to do? GameStop create a new generation of investors every day. I love it. Diamond hands are in the plenty. Keep up the good work, Bruce. Thanks, Jake, so much. Just had to leave for an hour for an exam, and of course, we're running capital change. Hey, Bruce, could they slam it like they did from 300 to 172? Yeah, sure, anytime. Yeah, they can do this anytime they want. Bruce, I changed my credit card numbers. I have to get a new month. Will I get a badge? I'm not sure. I'm thinking you will. I'm not sure how that works. Andrew, Bruce would not do such a thing. To keep him from Jen would take way too much money, and he would probably only run with it with Jen. David, whoa, what a crazy jump. Whenever GameStop does this, I'm sure to come to see what Uncle Bruce is up to. We're at 169.75, volume now of 10,400,000 shares on the day. Slam that like button. I've done it. Ken Griffin is smashing that red button under his desk like crazy. Bruce is the Uncle Iro for investing. Tasty tendies. Yeah, we just broke 170 again.
That was easy.
That was easy. We just broke 170 again. Going higher. 170, 166. Going higher. Here it comes. Just moving right now. Getting more and more higher. 172. Going higher on GameStop. The high of the day, 173.21. We need to break 173.21 to give you a new high for the day. 172.20, 171.76, jumping around like crazy. Volume now 10.53 million, 172.22. Thank you guys. Jane Doe, Uncle Bruce and Jen, have a great day. Thanks for keeping us grounded. No Cat, Uncle Celeb. Bye, everybody. See you this afternoon. Diamond. Thank you, Jane. I look forward to seeing you this weekend. Good volume compared to the previous week. It's higher. SSR not in effect. Oh, great, Dave. Easy button. 173.87, new high.
That was easy.
That was easy.
That was easy.
It's 174.
That was easy.
That was easy. It's going higher. It's going higher. It's just going higher. It's going higher. 173, 174, 10.7 million on the volume. 74.09 for the high. 171.07 right now. It is coming on. Julian, thank you. Panic buy. There you go, Jack Bauer. Have a great day, everybody. One has to be a hero. 174.09. We're going higher. Neat, like butter. Back to 169.71. It's jumping around like crazy. I've saved 2 lives today. What can I say?
That was easy.
Can't stop, won't stop, GameStop. Volume now back to 170 of 10.87 million shares, approaching 11 million volume on the day. The stock at 170 a share, really running along here. We have not had any announcements of any real kind here. Just the announcement from yesterday that company will be debt free at the end of the month. Chewy is down $2 at $85, so it's not Chewy's not helping today, although Chewy is worth much more money than GameStop, and GameStop will be worth as much as Chewy is. Of course, that would put your stock at 500 a share, just so you know. Interesting movement here, guys. Lots going on the GameStop. 169.64 on the stock. Volume now 11 million shares traded on GameStop. It's going higher today. No short attack has been happening. No one seems to be coming out here trying to stop this stock. Wherever these sellers were coming from the last 2 weeks, I don't see them anywhere. We'll see where it's going to take us. If GameStop does a dividend, what does that do for a person that's short? Oh, it's a problem. It's a problem because for every share you're short, you owe the dividend. You have to give the dividend to the broker, who then gives it to the people that bought the stock from you. Yeah, it's bad news for shorters. If they were to do a $5 special cash dividend for $350 million, the shorters out there would be on the hook for probably $750 million or more. It would be huge. I'm sure that's how many shares would have to be paid off. It's crazy. Laugh out loud. Bruce is the last person in the world that's going to need acting classes. We got volume coming in right now. We'll overwhelm 30,000 shares easily. We've got volume now at 11.1 million. Not a problem. We got a bunch of movement going in here. A lot of money coming into the stock today. Bruce is the Canadian version of the most interesting man in the world. News ticker is crickets. How about a $50 dividend, a $50 cash dividend? How about that? That'd be kind of fun. Raise $5 billion on a bond offering, issue a $3.5 billion special cash dividend to all shareholders, and then the shorters would have to come up with $7.5 billion to cover the dividend that they're short. Wouldn't that be fun? Oh, $500 stock in no time, $1,000 stock in no time. Oh, wouldn't that be fun? Oh, gosh. What can I say? Would a dividend payment allow for a total count of all short sales? Yes, it would. That's true too. Yeah, that would be something. Then the street would really figure out how many shares are really out there. Yeah, that would be a lot of fun. Oh my gosh. Laugh out loud. Yes, please. Let's do that. Crush them. Ryan and Elon, crush them, please. Now. Please crush them. Yes, right now, please. Cohen would be my hero if he did that. I'd get his face tattooed somewhere. You might have just stopped him from wanting to do it now. You might have scared him away. Be careful. Is this a second GameStop squeeze? Is this what it is right now? I don't know. It's a squeeze of some kind today. It's a run. The shares have not had a bad shot today at all. They've not really had a real drop off. So there's a lot of volume going on here. 11.3 million now. It's at 166.88. Got as high as 174. So they're off $8 from the high just a few moments ago. But these shares seem to kind of have a little dip and then another run higher, and then a dip and then another run higher. We're getting that kind of action right now on GameStop. Quite aggressive activity on the shares. We're having fun watching the stock today, where it was, sitting at 132 yesterday morning, in the doldrums yesterday morning at 132, and all of a sudden, we've just come the other direction in a big way. Kind of fun. 167.30 right now on 11.4 million shares. Will there be an attack coming here any moment? got to watch for it. We'll see. I don't know. I get an impression that there's a lot of people watching the stock all of a sudden thinking, like Bruce was saying yesterday, if 20 million people just bought 10 shares each, that's 200 million shares of buying. This stuff would be 2,500 a share. Why would I sell this stock here? Why would I want to not be in? Why would I be short this stuff, knowing that is a possibility with all the news coming out of this company? I don't know, guys. I'm doing what I can. This is not a short squeeze. This is a company that's just showing progression, and this is what results show. This is what stocks do when companies do good things. And this company just announced they're paying off their debt. In 16 days, their debt is gone, all gone. And it's a lot of fun. I feel like I'm watching and listening to a horse race. Let's see. This is not a short squeeze. It's a sneeze compared to GameStop going beyond $1,000 a share. This is just a sneeze. Yep, Bruce, I bought 5 more shares this morning. Bruce, why does NASDAQ fall when the Dow goes up? I don't know about that. That's not always the case. They sometimes go in tandem. Sometimes they go differences, but it's all good. Who cares about server backups when GameStop was running? Who cares? How about that? Yes. Oh my gosh. Do you accept art via snail mail? I'd like to send you some. Yeah, you can send us stuff with snail mail. Here's our address. Our snail mail address is right here. P.O. Box 941, Creston, British Columbia. VOB1G0 or V0B1G0. Combination of letters and numbers. This is you can see this address below every video I make. It's in the description down below in every video I upload. Thank you, everybody. Yeah, we're having fun here. 168 again, 168.34 coming on. What is going to happen here with this GameStop today? 168.34. The Dow's up 219. S&P is up 2. NASDAQ down 42. GameStop 168. Volume on GameStop now is 11.6 million shares. Very, very interesting volume day here today on GameStop stock. It's going higher and it's going higher and it's going higher. Any updates on the documentary you're in, Bruce? Have you found an acting coach yet? I've handed it off to my lawyer. I've told my lawyer to look into it. I have a guy in Beverly Hills that kind of handles these requests, and I'm not sure if the latest. Hey, Bruce, I sold a $170 call for April 16th. How will I know if it gets called? Well, you'll be notified if your shares get picked up. If your broker will just say your shares have been called, and then you'll have $17,000 show up in your bank account, in your stock account. Just boom, just like that. You can always buy the calls back if you want. You can buy them back right now and then issue 180 calls or issue 190 calls for a week or two, or issue $200 calls. You can always do a rollover if you want. Just keep an eye on how it's going. There's a lot of options if you're a call writer. You're enjoying the move up, which is great. Now you can do a rollover, buy these calls back, sell off new calls at a higher price, and pull the string to 190 or 210 or 220. You can do that. Oh, who knows? All kinds of ideas. Sorry, shall I relinquish this brutish attitude and reclaim my forte of personableness? Okay, there will be an uptick in demand for undergarments. Invest accordingly. Okay, Andrew, thank you. Sold a 170 covered call at 416. This jumper is too warm. Yay, I can see the articles already. GameStop falls 7% from the day's high. Laughing out loud, says Dave. 167.45 on the stock. Will you read my last comment for the real bagel lovers? Talent, whatever. I don't know where it is. I've got a zillion messages that come through here now every minute. It's probably too far behind. I can't find it. Samuel, Ryan is the head of the board, but can he also be the CEO at the same time? He could be, but he's not going to. He doesn't need to be. He'll hire a gun, hire a top gun to come in there. That's what you want. That's what you want to see. Bruce, I think he should be played by John Cleese in the GameStop movie. If he can say "nee" during the filming, you will have arrived. There you go. Thank you, Bruce. Thank you. Make it happen. So true. Headlines are criminal. I'm laughing. Lance, just playing. I hear 130. David, have you thought about starting a bagel business? Uncle Bruce's Badass Bagels has a nice ring to it. Too old to do that. Okay, Bruce. See you at the end of the day. Let's hear a story about your comic book store later. John, did you say 2,500 share? I did. Shorts at play. Excited for the green circles, Bruce. Cheers. Holy, you know what? We moon soon. Holy moly. Thank you, holy moly. Appreciate that. Thank you for the donation. We're now at 166.30. We're trading volume now of 11.85 million. We're going for 12 million shares volume here any minute as it gets more and more active. I hope Jen makes an appearance on GameStop movie with you, Bruce. Just her hand. That's fine. Diamond emojis. I hope Jen makes an appearance. Pete is loving it. We got people laughing out loud. I'll be back with the Power Hour later. Michael is enjoying this. Lance, gotcha. Not Tony Dangerously. Dean should be playing Uncle Bruce in the movie. That's what should be going on. Smoke break. There you go. We're at 166 right now on the volume. On the price. Volume 11.89 million. About to break 12 million shares of volume. He almost said it. Mike is saying he almost said it. He was this close. We almost got it. That's where we're at right now. All right, there you go, guys. Kevin O'Leary, GameStop can make a Netflix style comeback. Shark Tank. Kevin O'Leary thinks. I know Kevin O'Leary doesn't think it would be a good idea to be short this stuff. He doesn't think it's a good idea if anyone short this stock. Not a good move. There you have it, everybody. Thank you for being here today. Thank you for watching me so far. It's been 3 hours, 14 minutes. I got to get a break in here. I'm going to be back at 3 o'clock Eastern time today to see how we close for the last hour of the day and then trade in the first hour of the aftermarket. It's quite exciting what we see going on here. Pretty darn good stuff going on. Thank you, all of you who are following me and supporting this channel, becoming members of this channel. 167.23 coming on again, climbing again. Fantastic. 11.97 million. We're at 12 million volume. Face it, we're at 12 million. We still need more thumbs ups for Bruce. The last LV2, we have resistance at 174.97, 179.99, 185, and 195. Don't think that'll take much to move that. See you later, Bruce. Thank you, guys. Thank you all so much for all of you here. Appreciate this. Trading now at 167.79, 168.45. Coming back on again with a little update, a little up move right now. Getting a little bit stronger. Enjoy your day. Catch me at 3 o'clock Eastern. Thank you for the thumbs ups, 2,800 of them. Thank you for the 2,800 thumbs ups, 100 on the downside, but 28 on the upside, 28-to-1 ratio on ups to downs. Thank you. Let me pop some neat emojis up here before we pack this in right here. Some more neat emojis. Neat emojis. Thank you, everybody. 168.40 and climbing. Very good day. All right, there it is. I will see you at 3 o'clock this afternoon. Join me then, and let's see if we want to keep going to the moon today. There's all kinds of possibilities here. It's looking very good today. Definitely oversold on GameStop, and it is reacting that way. Keep putting the word out. Pick this stuff up. Everyone should buy up 10 shares. Here we go. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you soon at 3 o'clock. Bye for now.